Oh my gosh, my house is completely trashed. There is so much mess, so much grime. Oh gosh, the kitchen and clutter as well. I have got my work cut out for me for today. So let's get cleaning. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Amy. I post weekly homemaking, motherhood and cleaning videos here on YouTube. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might like to consider subscribing. So you guys, today we have got so much cleaning to do, but that is great. The house is trashed, so we're going to have a fabulous cleaning workout. So put on those rubber gloves, grab your sponge and come and clean along with me, or if you want, just put your feet up and have a coffee. Either way is fine. Make sure that you watch until the end because I'm going to show you all the before and afters. And we've also got a delicious dinner to make. We're making this, it's simple, it is tasty, and my family has actually told me it is the best thing that I have ever made. So yeah, make sure you stick around to the end and see that. It's really simple. It is a recipe from scratch, and you can also make it vegetarian very easily, and it's gluten-free. And not expensive, so you really can't beat that. So as I was saying, my name's Amy and I live here in Tasmania with my 3 children and 2 cats. As you can see, my house gets quite messy. This is for a few reasons. Obviously, I have 3 kids, including a newborn baby girl. I'm also super busy. I'm kind of relaxed. I let the kids just play and do what they want most of the time. And I also have ADHD, so keeping the place tidy it's a task. It's not something that comes totally naturally to me, but I'm working on it. And honestly, one of the reasons why I started this channel was to inspire others, because I find these videos really helpful for me to watch and have on in the background, or just if I need that extra little kick up the bum to get going. It really helps me, it gives me that motivation. So hopefully I'm giving you guys that motivation as well. But also it's kind of selfish because I find that making these videos really helps me. It helps me just focus on cleaning one room at a time. And sometimes cleaning can feel, especially when you've got 3 little kids, it can just feel like you're constantly having to do it over and over again, because the reality is you are having to do it over and over again. So it feels almost, I don't want to say pointless, but yeah, I guess if we're going to be honest, you guys, pointless. So being able to film and do something else, do something creative with the process and help others really helps inspire me to do it and gives it a bit more purpose. Oh my gosh, look at my fireplace. This is nuts. So basically we don't have trash collection where we are, so all of our paper goods we try to burn in the fire, but spring has started here in Tasmania, so we're not using our fireplace at the moment, so all of the paper goods and cardboard has just kind of collected up, which is quite unsightly in the living room. So we're going to clean all that up and have it look nice for spring. And what season are you coming into where you are? I know that most of you, well, all of you in America are coming into autumn now. And to be honest, I'm kind of jealous. Autumn is one of my favorite seasons, and I see you guys with your lovely spiced pumpkin lattes and the leaves are changing color, and I'm like, oh, so jealous. But it is spring here, as I was saying, and so we've got our beautiful green leaves coming out. I've been planting some lovely veggies in the garden, and if you're interested in gardening and planting, that's another reason to subscribe to this channel, because I will be showing you more of my garden. I can't say that I'm like a really naturally talented green thumb, but I enjoy doing it. So yeah, I am trying to grow my own food. It's one of my dreams to have my own little, I don't know, mini homestead, I'll say. I know that I'll probably never grow enough to feed like my whole family, but just the process of learning how to garden and getting out in the sun, and the kids love coming outside as well and helping me. And this here is a play couch that I got from Little Nation. If I can find a link to it, I'll pop it in the description, but it's honestly one of the best things that I bought, and especially for someone who's got kids of different ages. So my oldest son is 11 and my youngest son, he's only 2, and so sometimes it can be hard for them to find things to do together because there's such a big age gap, but they can both roughhouse and play on the play couch, play with things on the play couch, so it works perfectly for us. And if you guys have seen some of my previous videos on this channel where I've been cleaning the living room, you'll see that I have taken away the 2 big white carpet mats that we had in our living room, and they were really good because they were really soft, so if any of the kids sort of fell or anything, it just gave them that extra bit of protection. However, they did get really dirty and gross, so I ended up just getting rid of them. I did have one of the like really squishy tatami mats come, but unfortunately it was the wrong color. It wasn't the company's fault. I actually ordered the wrong color. There was some disagreement between family members about which color we should get. And so I have sent it back and we've got another one coming, so I can't wait to show you guys that. And it's coming from Little Nation. I must be a bit of a fan of them because I tend to order quite a few things from them. So I'll leave a link in the description. I think they also have an Amazon store, so if I can, I'll link to that as well. One of the little tips that I'll tell you if you do struggle with cleaning up is if you don't know where to start, so often I find I'm like, oh, where do I start with cleaning? I will I'll go anti-clockwise or I'll go clockwise, it doesn't really matter, but I'll just choose a direction. So I'm like, okay, we'll go anti-clockwise and we'll clean from top to bottom, but we'll start with picking up all the trash first. And that just gives you somewhere to start, because so often I know it's so easy just to look around and be like, oh my gosh, what should I do first? I need to do this, I need to do that, and you just take so long deciding what to clean that your cleaning time is gone before you know it. But here my little boy Ren, he's come along to give me a hand as well. He really likes to get in the front of the camera. He's kind of like a cat. I know cats do that, so sorry you guys. But I think it's really good as well just to have your kids help you or just be around for the process of cleaning, and they can, I think, so often we think that cleaning is just something that comes naturally, but it really is a learned skill. So if they can learn from you, then that is fantastic. So Ren just turned 2. He had a little birthday party with just us, just his family. We had a cake. He's going through a stage where he's just super, super shy at the moment. So we just kept it nice and simple for him, and I baked him a cake, which was, I don't know, it turned out, I don't know if it turned out well or not. So I'll pop it in the next video and you guys can let me know what you think of it. It definitely tasted good, which is the most important thing. So right now I'm doing a bit of a couch clean. I'm just spraying it. I was just spraying it with Febreze and giving it a little rub down, but I do really want to get a little fabric cleaner, little fabric shampooer, because honestly, I don't know, you guys probably had this as well, that your family couch just gets really gross and dirty. Please give me a thumbs up if that is you guys, so I don't feel so alone in that. But right now I've moved on to the play area, and I've got a little plan for this play area, and I heard someone else on Facebook talking about this, so I'm glad it's not just me, because we really don't use our main dining table. Like, it tends to just collect clutter. So I ended up moving it back. A little bit, so it's not right in the middle of the dining area, and I've just got a little play area set up there for the kids, which works really, really well for them, and it's a place to put all their toys. And honestly, it gets a lot more use than the table did, but now I kind of want to get rid of the table altogether, and I want to just get like a low, oh my gosh, that's so cute, that dress. One of the good things about having a little girl is getting to buy the little girl clothes, I gotta say. But yeah, anyway. So I'm really thinking about getting like a little low, either a little low Japanese table or even just a little coffee table. And that thing is so fun, by the way. Yeah, a little low table, a little coffee table, because honestly, like, I'm somebody who prefers to sit on the floor than on a chair. I find chairs horrendously uncomfortable, and I like to be able to, I don't know, spread out and move around. It's probably like an ADHD thing or something, but I just find like being in the chair really uncomfortable. I always have. I've always like sat in chairs like weird ways, and I don't know. It's never been for me. So yeah. And I think as well, when you've got little kids, sometimes it's just, you know, the chairs are so big for them. It's just easier to be on the floor and relax at the end of the day. And honestly, we tend to just eat dinner at the couch, and I think so many families these days do. And honestly, if you are, please don't feel guilty about it. I know that there's been this big thing recently, or in the last few years, of like, oh, you know, families should all eat together around the table. And yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, that's great if you do, fantastic. But you know, the purpose of that is to be able to converse and spend time together. And if you find that sitting around the table trying to have a meal is just really stressful, and people are getting annoyed and it only lasts a few seconds and they want to get up, find another time to connect. You know, you can play like a little board game or something after dinner together, or I don't know, even just going for a little walk in the garden. Like me and my 11-year-old, we have lots of really nice chats in the car. That's sort of our time together. So yeah, if meal times together just don't work for your family in the traditional way, please don't worry about it. But yes, we are. And also, like, we spend time together, you know, when we have dinner and we're like watching, you know, a show all together and laughing and having a good time. Like, that's what it's really about. So if the table is not for you, it's totally cool, you guys. And this isn't just coming from me. I read this on the internet, so it must be true. But I've heard of other people doing this. Blockage was, it was this. This might be why the vacuum wasn't working very well. Got it. I've heard of other people doing this with these low tables, so I'm obviously not the only one. And this is a very Western thing as well, I think, to have this high table. Like in other countries, they do sit on the floor a lot more, and it's actually meant to be a lot better for your health as you age, because you're practicing those skills of getting up and down, balance and strength, and also posture. So anyway, that's my little rant about tables. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, as always. Am I nuts to get rid of my table, or should I get rid of it? And do you guys have dinner at your table? It would also be really nice to expand this play area, just to have a little bit more room. So Rhythm really likes to actually paint straight onto the whiteboard. Obviously, I keep trying to put paper up for him, and he does use it sometimes, and he's getting better at using it, but he does sometimes just want to paint on the whiteboard. So luckily I've got washable paints that are pretty easy to get off. And seriously, you guys, he's 2, so it's all good. I've got my little baby with me. She's giving me a hand now. Her name's Harriet, and she is 4 months old. She is a dear little girl, and I just can't wait to, I don't know, do girly stuff with her, take her to dance classes, get her hair done, go get her nails done together. And maybe she won't be a girly girl, maybe she'll want to play soccer and, I don't know, ride dirt bikes or something, and that's totally fine too. I'm a little bit more of a tomboy myself, so either way. So I'm trying to get my little boy's books in order. I've seen them doing the color, what do you call it? I don't know, color type thing on the home edit with books, and I really enjoy doing that. I don't do it like exactly, because I still like to order them by like size, and you know, if there's like a set of books, but I do it as much as I can. And I don't know, it just gives you a way to order them, and it looks so pretty. I like to look at them, and I think as well, when books look really nice, it attracts the kids to them, like a bee to a flower, I guess. I don't know about you guys, but I find that if I'm finding that my little boy isn't playing with his toys or isn't utilizing his play area as much as I would like. I tend to give it a clean and move things around and give it a bit of a spruce up and a bit of a switcheroo. And then he often becomes interested in it. I think that so often kids just they get used to their surroundings and they forget what's actually there. It just all becomes like furniture. So just changing things up and moving it around can really create interest. Of course, if they've got a sibling and the sibling is playing with something, then they'll also notice it as well. So yeah, that's one good thing about the sibling rivalry I'm finding. Oh my gosh, my kitchen is such a disaster. I spend so much time cleaning my kitchen. I've heard other people do as well, so I don't know. I guess it's a good thing. I guess, if you're cleaning your kitchen a lot, it means that you're using it a lot, you're cooking from home, you're not eating out. So yeah, got to look at the positives. I find that keeping the kitchen clean with a family can be quite a challenge because so often, especially with a baby, you are making food just as quickly as you can with one hand for people and then having to rush off to do something else. It's very hard to get to tidying up. I am trying to get better at it. I am trying to tidy up as I go, but seriously, you just leave like a few things out and it looks messy. So you guys are having that same problem as well. You're not the only ones, don't worry. But there's something about, having the kitchen tidy that just makes you feel, really settled. And it makes the whole home feel a bit cleaner. And also like our kitchen is right when you walk in the door. So that makes a big difference as well. And Harriet's come to help me. She doesn't have a choice. She's my little helper, my little buddy. I find that having a bigger family, I don't know why it is, but having an extra child, even if they're not actually eating anything, I seem to do the dishwasher a lot more often. I don't know what's with that. Maybe it's because my son's getting older and he's eating more, or maybe just because we're at home more. But yeah, I think we do the dishwasher at least twice a day, and it probably needs to go on 3 times a day if I'm to be honest, to keep up with it. And I remember when we only had to do the dishwasher once every couple of days. But honestly, I do not know how people survive without a dishwasher. If you wash all your dishes by hand, good on you. I don't know how you do it. I was in a rental for a while where I didn't have a dishwasher and just, stuff piled up. I just could not wait to come back and have a dishwasher. Oh my God, my sink. Sometimes I can't believe I'm showing you guys this. But yeah, I think we were making nachos. There's beans in there. It's just nasty. I hate, it makes me feel so gross having a gross sink. I love nothing more than a shiny, cleany sink. But the good thing about it getting messy is I get to clean it and you get to see the transformation. And as I said before, make sure you stay to the end because I'll show you guys all the little before and afters. And to be honest, they're like my favorite part of any cleaning or transformational video. Getting to see the before and afters is so satisfying. So when I clean my kitchen sink, I've got a little process. Obviously, I just wipe out all whatever grossness is in there, and then I'll get my Scrub Daddy and just go over it with dish soap and give it a really good scrub and a really good wipe down. And right now I'm wiping down. I've got some lovely hand moisturizer that I keep at my sink and my soap. But then what I like to do is do more of a deep clean sometimes, and sometimes I'll use what is it called again? It's the pink stuff, but it's the stuff that comes in the tub, but I'm not using it this time. I'm going to use a different little special cleaning method that I have, which works really well and is really fun too. So I'm putting in some bicarb soda and some vinegar. And if you've got some lemon or some citrus, I highly recommend using that as well. It really makes the bicarb soda and the vinegar work extra well. And it also helps to clean out your drain, and it fizzes, which is just fun and satisfying as well. kids like to watch it, and seriously, you guys, vinegar and bicarb and lemon just is the best cleaning thing ever. It's seriously just, it works every time. It's inexpensive. Yeah, it's great. And as you can see, nice and shiny.
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number.
So when my little, I don't know what you call them, little things that go in the plugs, if they get like really gross, which they do sometimes, I like to just soak them in some vinegar and some bicarb and lemon, of course, if you have it. I didn't have it that day, and if you don't, it's fine. But yeah, you can see it fizzling and bubbling there, and yeah, I just soak it in there, and it just gets all the gross, nasty stuff off real easily. And I don't know if you guys ever feel this way, but lately I've really been battling my priorities in terms of, I don't know, I enjoy getting out in the garden. Like, okay, let me put it this way. Being a mom is just like a constant feeling of guilt. I don't know if you guys feel this way as well, but it's like having a newborn and a 2-year-old and an 11-year-old and work and a house to take care of. It's like when you're with the newborn, you feel guilty that you're not with the 2-year-old, or you're not giving enough attention to the 2-year-old. And then when you give the 2-year-old attention, you're like, wait, but this 2-year-old got all my attention when he was a baby. So then you feel guilty about that. And having an 11-year-old, it's like, you know, he needs so much of my time and my mental energy, and I feel like it's hard to give him that all the time as much as I would like to. Don't get me wrong, he does get a lot, but I don't know. I guess when you're a mum, you feel like you can never give enough to your kids, and then like sometimes I feel like the house needs to be cleaned, but my little boy wants to play outside, or I need to get outside. So yeah, you feel guilty if you're inside, you feel guilty if you're outside. And then, you know, then you feel like you should be working. I don't know, it's just, let me know if you guys feel the same way. Give me a thumbs up if you feel like how I feel. And how do you guys combat this feeling of guilt? I just tend to, I don't know, I think when you recognize it, you just recognize that it's this, everyone feels this way at some point. It is unusual to not feel this way, and if you don't, you're not weird, you're probably like really normal. But yeah, if you do feel that way, I do too. I find this part of the kitchen, things tend to really pile up, and I don't know why. Like, we've got shelves that we put up here just above the camera, just above where you can see, which is helping, but yeah, stuff really piles up here. And I don't know if you've seen this before, you probably heard me talk about it. The little like twirly thing on the kitchen counter there is my egg holder, and I'm so obsessed with it. It's honestly been life-changing, and if you have chickens, or even if you just buy eggs, you'll probably understand, like, it's really hard to know which egg is like the oldest egg and which egg is the newest egg that you can use. So for this, you just put them in the top, and you take the first one that's in the bottom out, and then you always know where your eggs are. It looks really cool and it's fun to use. So recently I've noticed that my youngest son Ren has, I don't know, he's having a hard time, I think, adjusting to being a brother. And he's been wanting to kind of do more baby stuff, to seeing like his baby sister like going in the jolly jumper and do these sorts of things, and even playing in her little swing. He's been just wanting to do those things again and kind of reverting back to being a little baby. So I've sort of just been supporting him and letting him do that, and letting him find his way and find his feet and be, you know, be a baby, because he is still a baby. And he's not a big talker, he doesn't really say that many words yet. So it's hard for him, I think, to communicate how he's feeling. So it's definitely, I think, causing some frustration for him. But it's okay, he gets tons of love. So I think sometimes, you have to remember that if your kids are fed and clothed and housed and they're getting love, then that's great. That's what they need. They're getting what they need. They can't always get what they want, but they always get what they need here. So yeah. Oh, and my fan. Okay, you guys. So the fan has been really gross for such a long time, and I've tried to clean it with different products. And then I saw this product, and for the life of me now, I can't remember what it's called. So it's some kind of solvent, but I did hear that for this kind of really like icky dusty stuff, glue remover works really well, but I didn't have any glue remover, so I just saw this at Bunnings, which is like our Home Depot here in Australia. And it was like a solvent, and I will say what it is down below. I'll pop it up on the screen if I can remember before I release this video. But yeah, it's like an orange solvent, and so I just sprayed my fan, left it for a few moments and wiped it off, and finally I got all this like gross stuff off. We've got a fireplace and the kitchen right next to the fan, so it does get really, I suppose, like oily and greasy and dusty. We live on a dirt road, so everything in the house tends to get a bit dusty, and then obviously if you've got things that are oily as well, it sticks to the dust sticks to the oil, and in this case the fan. And there's also like paint on the fan is painted, so you can't use anything too abrasive, but this worked really well. But if you are in Australia, if you go to Bunnings, if you go to the cleaning aisle, you'll see these little like bottles with a little orange man on it. And I don't know, the word solvent there, and you'll know that's the stuff. But yeah, I'll write what it's called down below. Ew, oh yes. Here we go, all the stuff that came off. Oh, I was so glad to get rid of that. That has been bugging me for the longest time. Oh, so satisfying. Okay, you guys, we are making dinner. So I'll tell you what we're making. We are making a pumpkin and zucchini risotto. I'm doing it a bit differently than how I usually do it. I usually do it in a pot, but in this case I'm doing it in the rice cooker, which I can't believe I never thought to do. We just got like a real inexpensive like $15 rice cooker, but it's all you need. It works really well. But right now I'm cutting this beautiful squash, this beautiful pumpkin squash. And my little baby has come to help me here. I'm just going to steam it for a little while. But I think, if you're someone that feels like they're not cooking at home enough, I think sometimes the concept of cooking home-cooked meals can seem really overwhelming when you are reading like a recipe or a cookbook or something like that, because, there's often have so many different like random ingredients, and it can be expensive. You have to go and buy them all. But honestly, you can just experiment and use what you've got around you. And so often I'll make things where I've got an ingredient missing, or these days with the wonderful internet, you can so easily look up, if I don't have this ingredient, what's something else that I can use? And most of the time there will be a really good answer. So yeah. So I'm steaming some zucchini as well. But having these nice little go-to dishes just makes life so easy. I'm not really a big sort of read recipe person. Like if I'm making something new, then yeah, I'll look at a recipe off the internet, but then I like to kind of commit it to memory. If I don't, I find I don't use it as often. So if I'm making something real simple like pancakes, I just sort of go, okay, I need to make the batter a certain I suppose wetness, not denseness. So I'm like, I need to put about the same amount of wet as dry, Just sort of like that, yeah. So I don't know, also if you've got kids, you'll know that like when you're cooking, you're also trying to play with them. So I'm blowing some bubbles to Rin as well at the same time. So I'm just going to also roast this pumpkin in the oven. I like to put a little bit of butter and brown sugar. Actually, it wasn't brown sugar, it was raw sugar in there. And it just, I don't know, it makes it so tasty and brings out the flavors. And I'm using some chicken stock. So if you want this to be vegetarian, obviously don't use chicken stock, use vegetable stock. But chicken stock was just what I had available. And you guys, this is such a good recipe for autumn as well. I don't know why I'm cooking it when the weather's getting warm, but yeah, where you are, if it's starting to get cool, oh my God, this is perfect. And just like the smell of pumpkin in the autumn in the house is so nice. And so I'm also roasting the zucchini, but I'm just putting it in after I've had the pumpkin in for a while because otherwise it tends to burn if I put them in both at the same time. And grating some cheese. So often when you make risotto, I think always it says to use Parmesan cheese, but I think it's Parmesan, yeah. But again, I didn't have any, so I just used cheddar cheese, and oh my gosh, cheese is cheese. Like, all cheese tastes good. You really can't go wrong. So I'm just going to pop this in, and I did mix it in with the rice cooker on warm just to help melt the cheese a bit. Something about cheese and rice just tastes so good. So my pumpkin and my zucchini is done cooking, so I'm going to take them out. And at this point, the kitchen has reverted back to being kind of messy. So, you know, end of the day, the stuff happens. It was hard to get this hot lid off with a little one, and I'm trying to be so careful because obviously I don't want anything to fall, anyone to get burnt. So, yeah. Woohoo! Steaming hot. So now I'm going to pop the zucchini and pumpkin in with the rice and the cheese. If you're wondering how much cheese to use lots. And there we go, it is done. It is really simple, you guys. It's essentially just rice, cheese, and some veggies. And really, if you're looking for veggies to use, yeah, like I like to use pumpkin and zucchini, but again, you can use pretty much whatever you've got. Like beans are nice. You can use broccoli if you want. So here we go, the before and afters. Oh. Look at that transformation. Oh my gosh. How satisfying is that?
I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much for being with me on today's video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember that life is short, life is now. Love you lots. Ciao.
Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
When you come home, you just want to feel a sense of peace and calm and clarity in your own home. You want to feel like it's your safe space where you can relax. You want everything to be in order and happy, calm. But when you look around, you see dirty dishes, you see mess, clutter, a floor that needs to be vacuumed, toys everywhere, piles of laundry. You see everything that needs to be done. When really what you want to do is just relax and play with your kids and read that book that's already overdue. And then someone asks you what's for dinner. And you are like, ah! It's so frustrating. I really get it. So you clean because you can't relax unless your house is clean and organized. And so you start doing that, and then you make lunch, and then you clean some more, and then you do laundry, and then you make dinner, and then you clean the kitchen. And by the end of the day, you are so exhausted and frustrated, you don't feel like you have time to actually relax and play with your kids and be the mom and be the person that you actually really want to be in life. And you feel guilty and you feel like you're stuck on this just impossible wheel of cleaning and frustration and housework. You feel like society really doesn't appreciate how much you do and what you sacrifice for your family. And if you can relate, then this video is for you. And I really do understand your frustration. I really, really get it. I have felt it, I have been there, and some days I still am. I'm a mum of 3 and I suffer from ADHD. I've struggled with the task of homemaking, and I'm definitely not a natural at organizing or anything that involves executive functioning really. But through research, hard work, watching other YouTube videos, learning from people, making mistakes, doing things again, I've learned how to create a more calm, organized, and peaceful home for myself and for my family. And it's really been life-changing. So I'm really excited to guide you on your journey to doing the same. So keep watching to the end of this video to see the before and afters. This will help you feel motivated to succeed. And guys, if you are relating to this, please give me a thumbs up so I can see, so I know that you're there. I know that this video is relating, but you know what? My day didn't start off with success. I thought I was going to make a clean with me video, but something unexpected happened that changed the course of this video and really possibly this channel. But we'll get to that later. First, let's get to cleaning. So my day started off pretty normal. I got my coffee, I managed to get my kids up and dressed. Yes, we are winning, everyone's wearing pants. If you watch some of my previous videos, you know that Ren does not always like to wear pants. You know, you gotta take these victories where you can. So I was cleaning the kitchen and oh my gosh, so much mess. The kitchen is one of those things, I don't know if you guys feel this way, you probably do, where it's just like you have to clean it over and over again. I know I read some statistic somewhere or heard that it is the least favorite thing for people to clean is the kitchen, which probably is because you have to clean it the most. And I was doing pretty well. I was making my beautiful, pretty patterns on everything, and I was thinking about another channel which, oh my gosh, you guys have to see this video. I don't know if you know about this channel. It's called Swedish Home, and geez, it is such a good channel. It's a homemaking channel. It's just really relatable. I love the lady who does it. She cracks me up, she makes me laugh, and geez, she makes some amazing food. But she did this wonderful video on homemaking and the well-being of homemaking, and you know, having to do these repetitive tasks over and over again often seems like a bore, but in actual fact, it has so many benefits for your mental and physical health. But I will leave a link to that video below. She explains it so much better than I do, and she goes into so much detail. So after this video, head down below if you like and click that link if you're interested. But it definitely made me feel not so alone in just the feeling of repetitiveness. And Ren actually loves to help me clean. And if you can encourage your kids to help you clean, that is fantastic, especially from a young age. They seem a lot more keen to help when they're little than when they get older. So if you can get them into that habit, it's a really wonderful thing, and it teaches them a lot of pride. They want to help, they want to learn, they want to do what you're doing. So, you know, let them, even if they don't do it perfectly, just let them. You're amazing, your body's, maybe you've got a birth coming up, or you feel like you want to share your birth story, please share it in the comments. I would love to hear it, or a link to a video if you've done a YouTube video on it. I love seeing other women's stories of their birth. I don't know why, but I just think, I don't know, you guys are amazing. But my last birth was a cesarean birth, and so maybe you've got a cesarean birth coming up. You might be a little bit nervous, not quite sure how it's going to go. Mama, you are incredible. You'll be able to handle it, but I will also be able to show you what I went through and hopefully ease your nerves a little bit. And I don't know, maybe you're cleaning, maybe you've got a day of cleaning ahead of you and you are looking after your family and you need a little bit of inspiration. I hope this video is giving it to you. So I clean using dish soap a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll put dish soap straight onto the surface if it needs an extra deep clean and extra scrub. And then I'll scrub with Scrub Mummy just there. Scrub Mummy's got two sides. It's got a spongy side and it's got a regular scrub daddy type side. And one's a little bit harder than the other. So if you're not sure if you should get Scrub Mummy or Scrub Daddy, it could be a good idea to start with Scrub Mummy. I use both. I use my Scrub Mummy to clean countertops, and then I use my Scrub Daddy to clean dishes in the sink. So you can always get a couple of different ones and use them in different areas of the house. And one thing that I like to do, which is just so simple, is just to create fun little patterns when I'm cleaning. It just makes it, I don't know, kind of therapeutic and more enjoyable. It gives you some creative outlet. Oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. This is my new egg holder, and it's a little spiral one. I'll link it down below because it really has, I know it sounds stupid, but it really has changed my life. It's one of the best things I've ever bought. We've got chickens and I could never tell, like, you know, I've got friends that write the dates on the eggs and so they know what date it's been, but honestly, sometimes I just don't have time to do that. This is so easy because you put the eggs in from the top, so you always know which are the oldest eggs and which eggs to eat first. Plus, it just looks really nice and it is fun to use. It's very satisfying putting the eggs in there. So yeah, the nursery. Oh, here we go. There's just, I don't know, there was just so much stuff. I'm just so overwhelmed by like kids' clothes at the moment. I don't know if you guys feel this way. Please let me know if you do. You just feel like you should be just so grateful that you've got clothes for your kids, and I do feel so grateful about that. But just sometimes it's so overwhelming trying to get all the different sizes together. So I've got some tips and tactics that I've been using now to organize the clothes, and I'm going to be implementing some more. So I'll let you guys know how it goes and hopefully be able to give you guys some advice and some guidance on organizing kids' clothes of different sizes. The next challenge that I've got is actually going to be giving away some clothes because I don't think I'll be having any more babies. I used to use the Marie Kondo method of folding clothes, but honestly, I found it too time consuming and stuff got messy anyway. So now I just sort of do a flat fold, but I really want to get the little individual clothes pockets to put clothes in. I think that's really going to be helpful for me. I'm going to be doing a big closet clean out coming up in the next videos and basically just redoing my whole closet, completely reorganizing it. So please stay tuned for that. I think having clothes that are organized and minimal is super, super helpful. Like just that process of having to find what you're looking for can be a little bit of a nightmare if you've got a big messy closet. So we bought this beautiful little picture just from a cheap, I suppose, dollar store here in Tasmania called Shiploads, which is a great name. I thought it would be really cute in the baby's room, and it really is. You don't always have to spend a lot of money on things to get good quality, to get something really beautiful. We did not spend much money on this, but it is just so, so cute. You can always look at getting something secondhand or just finding those really good little bargains in dollar stores. Don't feel pressured to spend hundreds of dollars. And this beautiful picture, my grandmother made this. She unfortunately passed away recently, and geez, she really had a lot of creative talent. I don't know how she had the patience to make all these cross-stitch pieces, and she painted as well. And I find those skills really remarkable. She left me her knitting needles, so I'm going to have to start doing some more knitting. I love that part of cleaning when it's done and you get to light a candle and smell the beautiful smell and just feel complete and calm and at peace. But here's the problem. So often there's just so much to do that we don't get that peace at any point of the day. And that's not okay. We need that. You know, that peace is what helps us be a calm mother. And at the end of the day, your kids really need, they need a clean and organized house, but what they really need is a calm and happy mum who has time to spend with them and enjoy them and be at their level and share life with them. They just want your full attention. That's what they want. I thought I would feel so much pride in getting the nursery tidied, but I really didn't. I just knew that I was going to have to tidy it up again because there was just too much stuff and it was going to keep getting messy. It was impossible to keep all that stuff tidy and in place. And I went and I sat in the living room and I just felt so overwhelmed, and I honestly felt like I was going to have a panic attack. I just looked around and I could see so much mess and so much dirt, and I just felt so uncomfortable in my own home and my own skin, which is the worst way to feel. And so I got some advice, and a friend said to me, hey, just focus on one tiny part of the house. Just focus on where you're sitting, getting that living room absolutely 100% spotless, and then at least you can sit there and feel good in that space. So I thought, hey, that's actually really good advice. And I've given this advice myself before, but sometimes, you just need to hear it from somebody else. But I took it a step further, and I remembered some advice that I heard from, it's actually ladies from the Home Edit. And when you hear the same advice over and over again, it doesn't stick until it does stick. This is one of those bits of advice. So she was saying, they were asking her, I think it was a lady with the dark hair from memory. I'm sorry, I don't know the names, but I think it was a lady with the dark hair. And she said to the camera, to the interviewer, they were asking her, does your home get messy? And she said, yeah, of course my home gets messy. I've got 2 kids. She said, but the good thing is it's so well organized that when it does get messy, it's really easy to clean up. And I thought to myself, hey, that's a really good concept. This is a game changer. If things are really well organized, then cleaning is going to be a heck of a lot easier. So I had this theory in mind. So I thought, hey, let's give it a go. Let's get this one room really well organized. Let's just focus on this one room so I'm not distracted. My little ADHD brain isn't picking one thing up and going to a different room and starting to tidy that, and just everything doesn't get done. Let's just take it one room at a time, one tiny area at a time, and get that area 100% perfect. And by perfect, I mean deep cleaned, organized, decluttered, everything. And I'll start with the living room. So I did. So I started with the floors. And the rug was going to be the hardest, most frustrating task. There's a great book called Eat That Frog that I've read, and I highly recommend you eat it. I think that's what it's called, Eat That Frog. But it's How to Eat the Frog. If you look up Eat the Frog book, it'll come up, I'm sure. But I might link it below if I can find a link for it. But yeah, I thought I'll just get this hardest thing done first. And the idea of the book is that if you have to eat a frog every day, you would do it first thing in the morning and you wouldn't think about it and you would do it quickly. And so for me, cleaning this rug was the hardest part of the living room. It took quite a while, but you know what? As soon as I started, I got really into it and I just wanted to keep going, and I got into a rhythm and I started to enjoy it. And the more of the rug I cleaned, the better I started to feel little by little. So then after I cleaned the rug, I thought, hey, let's tackle the next thing that I really don't want to do, which was the windowsill. And it had been a couple of months since I cleaned the windowsill. And this part of the house, well, the whole house really gets really damp. We live kind of in the woods and there's not necessarily a ton of sun, so things tend to get damp, cold, and pretty gross pretty quickly. This is also right by the fireplace, so this was just a load of soot and mold and dust. But you know what? When I see something messy, I kind of get excited because I'm like, ooh, we can make it nice and shiny now. This is an opportunity. And if you're wondering what I'm cleaning with, right now it is just water and dish soap. Good old water and dish soap does not have to be expensive or complicated. Keep it simple. And there was something I found really therapeutic about cleaning this windowsill. It just felt like, I don't know, I suppose it's something that I've been putting off. I haven't been wanting to deal with it. And it's just sort of been sitting in my subconscious somewhere, making me feel uncomfortable. And things just felt so nice and fresh once I had done this, even though you can't see that windowsill because it's got curtains in front of it. I could sense it somehow. I could sense the mess. But I really want you guys to be able to feel this sense of accomplishment. Even though something is hard, you might be putting it off. Usually the things that you're putting off are the first things you need to do, and you will feel so much better for doing them. You know, it's funny, I've always known I need to declutter and get more organized, but for me, the thought of it was so incredibly overwhelming that I just felt like I felt like I couldn't. So the concept of just doing one little bit at a time has really helped. And I always think when you've got something big to tackle, when you've got something that might seem overwhelming and seem like it's going to take a long time to do, that time is going to pass anyway. So it's like you might as well do it, and by the end of that time have accomplished what you want, as opposed to still be worrying about it and thinking about it and not having it be done. And you know what? You guys deserve this. You deserve to have a clean, peaceful house. You deserve to be able to relax and spend time with your kids. You deserve to be able to do the things that you want in life. You shouldn't have to be spending every second of the day cleaning. And you know what? During the day, the house is going to get messy. The kids are going to mess it up, and they should be allowed to do that. They should be allowed to have a fun childhood. They shouldn't have to worry so much about these grown-up problems, and they should be encouraged to explore their world and have fun and paint and get dirty. All those things need to happen. It's important for development, and it's important for their mental and physical well-being. If you can make your house organized, it might take a while to do, and it might take some experimenting, but if you can get that house organized, then you can have it so it's real easy to clean up. And I tried this. So I cleaned part of the living room to 100% perfection. And I've found over the past few weeks now that in the evening when the kids go to bed, it is the easiest thing to clean. And not only is it easy and fast, it's actually enjoyable because I know where everything's going to go. And it just gives me such a sense of relief. Like I can put on an audiobook and have a glass of wine and a piece of chocolate. I know I'm just going to have to fold the blankets. I know that I'm just going to have to put a couple of things away and vacuum, and that's it. It's so quick and it's so easy, and it is my favorite part of the house now to tidy. And it's the part of the house that probably gets the messiest, but because it's the most organized, the most decluttered, the most minimalist, it is so easy to do. And so enjoyable and fun. Oh my God, you guys, cleaning and homemaking can be fun. It can give you a sense of purpose and fulfillment and well-being. It doesn't have to be a battle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. So for dinner is another great simple recipe. I'm doing chicken stir-fry cashew, and this is just a great, really quick, easy meal to have. It's super tasty and super easy to prepare. So chicken breast, cook it, cut it up, and chuck in some cashews. There they are, a bunch of cashews. You don't have to put the chicken in either. You can do tofu, or you can do nothing else, just cashews, and of course veggies. Or just cashews. Hell, roasted cashews would be great. But yeah, chuck in some frozen veggies. Frozen veggies are a game changer if you're like, no, I have to have fresh veggies. No, you don't. Frozen veggies often have more nutrients. They're often cheaper and easier. They're great. Yep, give it a stir. Give it a good fry up and then put it on some rice. You can put some soy sauce in there as well. I didn't for this one because there's somebody in my household who does not eat soy sauce. So I put it on afterwards. But yeah, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of olive oil. Oh my God, it's so good. So here, excited for you guys to join me on my journey as I go from hoarder to minimalist. And we're still going to be doing these cleaning videos as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, I really hope that you join our community. So hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, hit the like button. If you guys enjoyed this video, I know that you will love this one right here. Click on it. You won't regret it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining us. Remember that life is short, life is now. That's my phone. See ya.
I'm doing alright, I'm doing okay. I stand up and take it as I go. I'm doing alright, I'm doing okay. Stronger than ever. Baby, it's not a shade of mine.
Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Amy and I post weekly cleaning, homemaking and motherhood videos. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might like to consider subscribing to this channel, but no pressure at all. So today we are doing a deep clean of the kitchen and also of the fridge. For some reason I decided it was just a great day to deep clean the kitchen and the fridge. I don't know why, but I don't know, it needed to happen basically. So I like to start off with what I call warm up, which is basically just it's like your normal cleaning things. So putting things away from the dishwasher, doing your normal little cleanup routine. Sometimes it's really frustrating when you just want to get started on that deep clean and you've got these little things that you have to do. It sort of really takes it out of you. So I like to consider it a warm up. So the next thing I like to do is to clear off everything. So clear off all the spaces. And this is a great little trick that I learned. I'm not always the best with doing this. And when I got the tip of getting rid of everything off the surfaces to do a clean, it really did help. It actually made the cleaning process a lot more fun and a lot easier. and also it just gives you a better clean. So right now I'm just washing up my yogurt container. We do a lot of recycling in the house, which can be a little bit time consuming at times, but it's all for a good purpose. And make sure that you stay to the end because I've got just a really simple, easy, quick, delicious dinner recipe for you. And then at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you guys all the before and afters of what I've done, and oh gosh, it's just so satisfying, and hopefully it'll give you guys some motivation. So make sure that you stay to the end to see that. Ew, and that little tree thing has not been cleaned in a while, so I'm going to put it in the dishwasher and give it a good clean. So now comes the fun part. Yes, we are going to clean that bad boy. We're going to scrub down everything. I like to use dish soap for this part, and it's fun to make nice little patterns as well. And then we're going to do the wipe down. Oh my gosh, this has got to be the most satisfying part. I swear, everything always comes up so nice. I like to use a microfiber cloth to do this. They pick up really well, and I've got a ton of them. I just chuck them in the washer when I'm done, and it works really well. Right now I'm using Scrub Daddy. I absolutely love Scrub Daddy. It's really changed my whole cleaning routine. I used to hate using sponges. I just found them really gross. But Scrub Daddy I found really doesn't smell, it doesn't get yucky, and they just dry super quickly. And they're just like nice and happy little faces to use. So I will leave a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing Scrub Daddy. So next we're cleaning the stove top, and this always makes such a big difference. The stove top is really the center point of our kitchen. It's the first thing you see when you walk in the house, so it's always good to have it feeling nice and clean and shiny. And oh, I just love watching the little bubbles come up when I use the dish soap. And these little things, even though they seem silly, it really just makes the cleaning process a lot more fun. And right now I'm 26 weeks pregnant, I think, when I recorded this. So to be honest, it was quite tiring doing any kind of epic deep clean, but I just had the energy. You know, sometimes when you're pregnant, if you have been pregnant, if you are pregnant, you just kind of, I don't know, have these random days where you've got more energy, and that was one of the days today. So I was happy to do it. I've been trying to find a cleaner for the metal parts, but I can't. So the sink, oh my gosh, the sink, I hate doing the sink if I'm to be honest, but once it's done, it's so nice, and I've actually just started really getting into it. So I like to start by giving it a little just general rinse down, and then I'll clean the little, I don't know what you call them, little food holder things. And honestly, once they're cleaned, it just feels so much nicer to deal with. Ooh, nice and shiny, sparkling. And again, to clean the sink, I just use some dish soap and Scrub Daddy. It works really well every time. We've also got a septic tank, so we've got to be really careful about what chemicals we use to clean, and honestly, dish soap just works really well every time. I have started also sometimes using vinegar and baking soda if I've got some really harsh stains, and sometimes I'll also use the pink stuff as well, the all-purpose pink stuff cleaner, because it is all natural from memory. Let me know if you guys have a favorite cleaning product that is safe for grey water or septic tanks. I'd love to know. And I love doing this bit, wiping it down. Yes! And there's something about having a clean sink, I don't know, just makes you happy, makes you feel so fresh. That is, ooh, I know what that is. That is muesli, oats, that kind of thing from breakfast. Nice and sparkling. Because we don't have garbage collection where we are, we have to take all our trash to the tip, and we don't like to put food in there because it's just, I don't know, kind of leaks and stuff in the car when we're taking the trash there. So we like to just sort of throw it. We have to throw it out, which is usually outside, but sometimes some gets missed and ends up in the sink. But I found sink's one of those things, if you do them every day, it's not such a bad job. But if you let it build up for a day or two, oh my god, it just gets so gross, and it just is one of those things you do not want to have to do. Oh, look at those pretty patterns. So fun. There's another thing I love about Scrub Daddy. You can use the little mouth and the little eyes to clean along different things. This love, it was a breakthrough for the rest of our days. We'll be everything we want to be. For the rest of our lives. I'm trying not to use as many paper towels to clean up these days. They're expensive. We get through them really quickly, and it's not great for the environment. So I try to avoid using them, but in this case, I had to. So next we're going to declutter the top of this kitchen bench, and this is an area that's been bothering me for such a long time. It's just one of those little cluttered areas that is hard to get to, and there's just lots of little bits and pieces there that I just did not know what to do with. But I don't know, again, I was feeling inspired today, so I thought I'll just get it done. And even though sometimes starting these little projects is not the easiest thing to do, if you just jump right in, don't think about it too much, just get started, you'll find often that you then get the energy and the desire, I suppose one would say, to keep going and get it complete, and it sort of becomes, I don't know, this kind of obsessive, like, fun thing to do. I don't know if that's just my little addiction, but yeah. So in that little spray jar, again, it's just dish soap and water. Works every time. And I just gave it an initial little spray because it was really dusty and kind of gross. And now I'm going back to Scrub Daddy, and I'm going to scrub down that yucky stain. And definitely once you get to this part when everything's cleared off and you get to wipe down, oh my god, it's the best feeling, yes. It's all coming up so lovely and shiny.
You say that I'm crazy. It's just the way that I get every time that I am with you. Your laughter takes me to heaven. I just want to make
I like to keep my oils there for my oil infuser, so that's the only thing that I'm putting back. So you can see there the before.
nothing's complicated.
Very messy and cluttered. And the after, oh, nice and clean, even though it was a lot of work to do that. I know it doesn't look like it when I film the videos, but honestly it is. You're going to find places for every little thing. So I'm doing the back of the kitchen. You can see my little boy running around there. I've got 2 kids at the moment, a 1.5-year-old and a 10-year-old, both boys, and I've got another one due this year. I do not know the sex of the baby, so that'll be exciting to find out. I'll see if I'll be joining the 3-boy club soon. So the only thing I'm planning on putting back here, I would say, would be the coffee maker and the baby food. We're actually getting a shelf put up the top there, a little cupboard to be able to put all this stuff in. So again, the bench tops stay nice and clean and neat.
Driving, we just do what we wanna do. Hey,
Oh, sorry Google. And again, this is one of the first things you see when you walk in the door of the house, and if it's cluttered, my mother always mentions to me, she's like, oh gosh, it looks so cluttered back there. So it's sort of one of those places where we're always walking by, so we like to keep things there just for ease, I suppose, to get stuff. But really, it's fine to keep it neat. It's much nicer when you walk into a house when you've been out all day and the first thing you see is a nice, neat, clean, minimalist surface as opposed to a bunch of junk. Oh, and the eggs. Those eggs. I cannot wait to show you guys what I got for the eggs. I am so excited. So this is not the funnest job at taking out the trash. But again, it's one of those things, once it's done, you just feel so good about it. And if you leave it in there too long, it does start to smell, which is just gross. So, bleh. Woohoo! Cut it out! Hey, Bob. What you doing, Mum? Where you going? He's so interested in everything I do. It's funny how little kids just love the normal little everyday things that you do, and they're so interested in everything. It's really nice if you can find ways to get them to help out. And obviously putting the liner back in the bin is something I do straight away every time, because otherwise my 10-year-old will just walk past, open it and dump anything in there without even looking. If you guys can hear some gurgling in the background, by the way, I'm recording this voiceover and I've just realised that my washing machine is making a bit of noise. So if you hear some like weird noises in the background, my apologies. I love these little bags, liners for the bins, because they are nicely scented as well. Helps keep things nice and fresh. Oh, the cupboards. Gotta do the cupboards. And there we go, Ren wants to help me clean. So I've given him a little paper towel. He just loves like cleaning and helping Mum do the things around the house. It's really sweet. Hopefully that will keep up. And to be honest, my dishwasher, I have not cleaned the front of it in such a long time. And so often when I film these videos, I look back, I think the place is clean, and I look back and I see marks and stuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta clean that. So it kind of really helps me doing these videos. And it's funny, I think there's some people that really just don't see mess very easily, or don't see, I don't know, marks and stuff, and I am one of those people for sure. Let me know in the comments if you have the same problem. Like, people will tell me like if there's clutter or if there's marks that need cleaning up, but so often I won't notice until they tell me. So feel free to tell me if you see anything, guys. Oh, by the way, my shirt says something like, I'm trying to remember now, train insane, and then something about Instagram. And I didn't really notice that second line about Instagram until I took a closer look at this video, which is just like the perfect thing. Social media, YouTube. It should say YouTube, but it says something about Instagram. I wish I could remember. I can't now. I have to wait till I turn around and see the shirt. Ah, the wipe down. It's so satisfying. I can't believe what a good little boy Ren was being while I shot this. I think from memory my 10-year-old was at school while I was filming this. Oh, watch those PowerPoints, people. Do not get them wet. It's not fun, I promise. Oh, the tiles. Oh, I love these tiles. So what are you guys doing? Are you relaxing and watching this video, or are you doing some cleaning yourself or trying to get motivated to do some? Either way, it's all good. Just enjoy. Oh, the floor. Oh my gosh, if anyone has toddlers, I don't know, like they just love to leave things on the floor. Oh, there we go. He's helping me sweep as well. He makes a mess, but he helps me clean it up as well. Oh, and this little washer. Oh, I think if you watch this channel, you would have heard me go on about how much I love that little washer before. But honestly, I got it from Bunnings, which is like Home Depot here. It was, I think, about like $10, $15, and it's been life-changing. So as usual, I've got a ton of laundry to get through. I used to do the, what was it? The Marie Kondo method of folding clothes, but I've stopped doing that and now I just fold them like you're watching. I don't know why. There's something more satisfying about folding them this way, I think, and it's quicker. I've just started using this really lovely little scent enhancer in my washing, and it really does make such a difference. Again, like we have to be so careful about what we put through the washing machine, so I can't use anything particularly strong, anything harsh in terms of, what do you call it? Fabric softener. That's the word, fabric softener. So I got this in enhancer, and it's just making everything smell so lovely and fresh. Here in Tasmania, it gets quite cold, so I can't always dry things super quickly, I gotta say. And obviously if you leave stuff too long, it can make them smell. So using the scent enhancer really does make a big difference. And I love trying out new little like mum cleaning products. It just makes homemaking and cleaning, I don't know, it just adds a sense of sort of fun to it. Maybe I'm just a really big nerd, I don't know. Maybe you're like 18 and watching this and you're like, what the heck? How can someone be so excited about a scent enhancer? You just wait. You wait till you're older and you'll understand. So yeah, the fridge. Oh my gosh. I was not looking forward to this at all. I decided while my little man was asleep to try to get this done. I only had about an hour and a half before my 10-year-old and his dad came with some shopping to put in the fridge, and I wanted to get it done before then. So I was going to deep clean. So I started by taking everything, and I mean everything, out of the fridge. And to be honest, I'd say about 90% of the things in there needed to be thrown away for whatever reason. And again, this is one of those gnarly jobs, but it is so rewarding when it's done. Look at me go. I wish I did it this fast in real life. Again, you guys, I know I had a comment recently like, oh, I wish I had the energy to clean like this. I do not have the energy to clean like this every day. And it definitely, this is, you know, the joys of editing and speeding things up. It definitely does take a long time. And, you know, I think homemaking is one of those things that is really underappreciated. It's a lot of work. And here we go, I'm taking off the little shelvy things, and you'll probably see a little bit later, I've just got like food from the fridge everywhere, all over the kitchen, because for some reason I decided that was the last thing I was going to do, was to throw things away. And oh my gosh, what is that? I think it's just like from sauces and food. Oh, so gross. But here we go. I had to wear the gloves for this one. Giving it a good scrub. And you guys, do not worry, after I did this, I gave Scrub Daddy a really thorough dishwasher clean. So now I'm going over with my microfiber cloth and getting that wipe done. There's a special way of folding a microfiber cloth. I didn't put it in this video, but I will put it in the next. I'm still perfecting it. I have to say it's a bit of an art, but as soon as I've got it down pat, I will show you guys. So next I'm filling up my nice clean sink to destroy it with the shelves. Oh, gosh. I love watching the bubbles when they're sped up. It looks so cool. And then you can see all the food I've got around there that I have to sort out. And I think my little man's woken up now. Oh, there he is. And cleaning the little side bits. As soon as the toddler wakes up, getting anything done is a whole lot harder. I think it was at this point I was like, why did I decide to do this? I just want to quit. I just want it to be over. And I'm just laying them all out to dry on a little towel. I sort of want to be a cheerleader right now. Woohoo, you can do it. Don't worry, you'll come out the other side and you'll have a nice video for YouTube, and hopefully you'll motivate other people. Amy, you got this. And my glasses are just being stupid. They fall down my face all the time. I actually just got some new ones, which are so much better. Yeah, I'm smiling, but it's like the smile of somebody that's just lost it and going nuts. I'm so keen for this to be over. Okay, and then once you're like, oh yes, I've got them all clean and dry, then it's getting them back in the fridge. And I'll tell you right now, thank goodness I did not record the sound, because there was a whole lot of French being used. While I was trying to do this, I had a toddler that was not very happy with me, and getting those in, I don't know, it's just, you sort of have to battle with them for a while, and then all of a sudden they just go right in. Oh gosh, getting towards the end now. Getting towards the end. And I don't think I've got long now before the boys come with shopping.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love?
Oh, my lovely fridge. I do love this fridge, I have to say.
Could reach everyone, there be no war.
Oh, here it is. Oh, it's so nice and clean. Oh, now I get to restock this nice clean fridge. Just do not ask me to open the freezer. That will be hopefully like in a couple of weeks. We'll do the freezer, you guys. Here we go, stocking the fridge back up. Oh, so happy. I promise you guys I'll do like a really nice restock video at some point. But oh, doesn't that just make you feel happy? So much cleaner, so much nicer. Oh, it's just lovely. And I give it like maybe 4 days at the most before it's destroyed again, but that's okay. That's family life. So tonight I decided to prepare, it's similar to what I did on the last video, but a little bit different, so I'm sorry you guys. I'll make sure I do something really different next time. So what we're going to do is cut up some chicken, and we're just going to put it in the pan. We're not going to cook it like completely, but I'm going to cook it mostly. I'm really paranoid about chicken and cooking it well, so yeah. And hanging out more washing. So this is the never-ending story for adults, is the laundry. But honestly, you guys, I don't know, I'm so grateful when I watch the news and I see what's happening around the world in other countries and wars and the awful things that people are going through. It makes me feel just so lucky to be able to do normal things like the laundry.
Chased happiness
It's just those normal everyday things that I think sometimes we take for granted, and when they're taken away, we really miss them. When I was building this house, we did not have a washer or dryer. I was literally washing our clothes in a bucket outside for a while, so just having a washing machine now is a delight. So here we go. We're going to pop some cream over the chicken and a can of crushed tomatoes. You can put some garlic and stuff like that in as well if you like. And I did not do it, I forgot, but I've got some aioli there. I also like to put aioli, and I'm going to pop it in the oven and just keep an eye on it. It's mostly all cooked anyway now because I'm just so paranoid about it. So I'm going to make some rice as well. In terms of heat, 180, 200 degrees Celsius, that is. Fahrenheit, I'm not quite sure what that translates to. And this is one of the last times I cooked rice in this pan because I now have bought a rice cooker again. I really, really missed having my rice cooker. And through the magic of YouTube and recording, here's one I prepared earlier. I think that's the line, isn't it? And yum. And this always just comes out it's just such a simple, quick, easy recipe, but it comes out so well. And here you guys are the before and afters. So thank you guys so, so much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You don't have to. Feel free to comment. I love reading your comments, but again, don't feel like you have to. I really hope you enjoyed the video and it gave you some motivation today. And I cannot wait to see you guys next time. I've already got some awesome things to show you next time. We've got quite a few unbox makeovers, so can't wait to show you guys that. Remember, life is short, life is now. Thanks for watching.
Setting up a goal to grow from heart.
When I stare into the night, I can see the burning light, shifting slow from red to green. Sweet, sweet dreams.
Hello friends, I am so excited because we've got a massive day of cleaning motivation coming up. Okay, I've got my coffee, the most important part of the day, the most important meal of the day. This is very true, this coffee mug, this is really quite me. So yesterday in the post, my little boy's dad got a delivery of some various vitamins, minerals, and he's given me this, which is L-theanine, chewable L-theanine, and he's told me to have it with my coffee this morning. So I'm going to have the coffee first and then have the chewable stuff because I think they taste sort of like orangey. I'm not really a big fan of orange coffee. I've never even heard of orange coffee. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe some people like it. Maybe some people want to chuck a Jaffa in their coffee. Not me. But apparently it's supposed to kind of still give you that kind of sorry, the baby's being funny, caffeinated, feeling, wake you up, because I definitely need my coffee in the morning to wake up. But it just sort of, I don't know, it makes you more relaxed, because I can be someone who's a little bit on edge, if you may have figured out already from this video. So yeah, having this L-theanine, I'll let you guys know how it goes. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know a lot of people have that where it's like they really like to wake up with their coffee, but can make them a little bit like anxious, strung out kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I've been so busy doing uni work, trying to finish off assignments, that really the house has just become so neglected. So I was so excited today just to really get into it. It's spring here in Australia, so I knew that I needed to sort out the fireplace and get that all clean, because after a long cold winter of using it, it really did need some love.
The next morning when I wake, I feel like Sleeping Beauty, and the world is at my feet.
But first, I wanted to start the day with some breakfast. I'm so lucky to be able to get fresh eggs from my chickens in the garden. I just I can't even talk. I'm just cleaning up a bunch of fruit and veggies. This is banana that we did not get to this morning, unfortunately, but it's going to go to the chickie.
I wanna explore the unknown. Tell me, maybe. I say come, whatever comes.
It was definitely nap time for little Ren. He was getting really tired. He had quite a fussy night last night.
Re-energize me while I fantasize deep sleep. Big heat cover me.
I don't know about you guys, but my kitchen is just always a mess. I'm not really a person who's great at doing a little bit of something at a time. I really am someone that just likes to focus on what I'm doing and get that done. I get kind of obsessive. So if I'm focused on uni or on doing some film work or something, that is where my attention is. Definitely not on picking up after myself and my family. But that's fine because then I have days like this where the whole day is just about tidying up.
Won't you sing with me? Leave everything for me. Stay the night. Oh, miss your flight.
Little man is enjoying having some quiet time, probably watching Shaun the Sheep.
Get soaked to the skin, feel free.
We have so many different vitamins and supplements in our house, so I got these little boxes to just divide them into whose vitamins are whose in the family. So it's really easy when we get up just to be able to grab what we need.
Till I met you at the concert the other day. The whole room lit up with warm, sunny rays. Tonight we'll turn minutes into days.
I unfortunately didn't do so well at uni this semester. It was my first semester back after having Ren. And definitely my grades were a bit of a shock, a bit of a disappointment. But what I have learned in my 37 years is when you try to do hard things, sometimes you are going to not succeed. And that's okay because we just learn from it and we keep on going. I used to get really upset if I got what I thought was a bad grade and cry, and I thought the whole world was coming to an end, and now I just know that it's part of the journey. And you guys, I am so sorry about my veins that have really popped out since I've had Ren, but you know what? I'm not going to hide them. I am proud of them. They are like, I don't know, they're like tattoos almost, being, you know, showing the process of life and what I've been through. And I think it's so important to be proud of your body. My cleaning motivation, that's it. And I'm so psyched because I totally forgot that I had this and I just found it. It is this personalized mix of oils that I got from a lovely girl that I used to work with, who I must get back in touch with because she's such a beautiful person. And hi Shelley. And she gave me these lovely personalized oils just to help me be more calm, more relaxed. And yes, I think that L-theanine pill really did work. I felt a lot more calm and relaxed after my coffee. So there you go. I did get a little bit cranky later on in the day though, but I was trying to get some work done and the computer wasn't working and all that jazz. So yeah, this is so nice. I'm gonna spray some now. Oh, so good. I'm not like a crazy oil person. Like I don't do all the I don't spend, you know, tons and tons of money on oils, but I tell you what, like I really do find that they really can change your state, like the smells and I don't know, I guess the feel of them. And I really do find that it makes me feel a lot more grounded, I suppose. Anyway, let's get back to it. I had some paper that actually got stuck to the floor. So I'm just getting it off right now with a scraper, but I've got a little bit that just is being real stubborn, so I'm going to spray it and come back to it. I love my little mop. It's so easy to use. You just spray and liquid comes out, and then you can just mop right up, and it is just so easy and so compact to use. It's one of the best things I've bought. If I can find this one, I'll leave a link for you guys to be able to get one. There's a little bit of candle wax here that I just couldn't get off, but that's fine because I have a little burner there and I know that I'm probably going to spill a bit more, so I'll just leave it and cover it up. These are some amazing crayons that I got. I believe I got them from Amazon. I'll leave a link for you guys. They are just the best things. They're quite expensive. I don't usually spend that much money on those sorts of items, but they came in this beautiful little holder, and I knew that I would have them pretty much forever, for a really long time, until they completely ran out, so I spent the money on them. One of Johnny's chores is to help us with the dishwasher, so he's doing that right now. Makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. I had so much laundry to fold and put away, it just completely piled up. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. I tend to use the Marie Kondo method of folding clothes, which I can show you guys later, but honestly today there was just so much to do. I just folded things as quickly as I could. And to be honest, my cupboard right now is quite a mess, so I didn't think there was much point in putting tons and tons of effort into doing this properly. Sometimes you just gotta do what you can, even if it's not perfect. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. My mum always says it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be good enough. I think perfectionism can often be a really bad, disabling thing and stop you from getting started and make you procrastinate. I like to just do what I can, do the best that I can at the time, and keep going. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. I find I don't really iron clothes anymore. I was when I was going into the office, but I don't anymore at all now. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you iron your clothes. It's time to stop for a bit of lunch. I find if I don't eat lunch, I get real cranky. We just did some cheese toasties and some salad, super easy and quick, but filling and warm. One of my little tricks is to put garlic aioli in the cheese toasties, and oh my gosh, it makes them taste so good. Ah, look at that. After I had left the paper, it came off really easily. It was just dish soap and water that I put on it. And even though Johnny had already done the dishwasher once, it actually was so bad that I needed another go. And Ren has decided to come and give me a hand, as you can see. He's so interested in everything that I do. I love being able to look out of my window and see the beautiful trees. I had a bit of extra water left in my water bottle, so I decided to give my plants some water. They really were in desperate need of it. When you live on tank water, it really is all about using every drop wisely. When we first moved onto the land, we didn't have any running water at all, so we had to actually go out and get our water from a tap that was about 15 minutes away and bring it back in barrels, so you really learn not to use too much.
Running at the speed of light, trying to seize everything you desire. As strange as it may sound, when I'm still, things seem to come around.
I decided that we need a treat, so I was baking us some brownies. They're actually just from a packet. It's a gluten-free brownie packet from Woolies, but I tell you what, they are so tasty. I can't make them better myself, so we just use the packet.
The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control. I'm glad that it is so. I'm lucky it is so. I'm glad that it is so. I'm lucky it is so. Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries when you're with me. Let every way.
I did actually find, and I've just cleaned them off, these two books. I've got one here, Winter, which I haven't read at all, haven't even really looked at. I think I got given this, I think this was like a work present, but I thought this would be a really good book to read in the winter, which is quite far away now, but something to think about, something to put aside. And then this book, which I'm pretty excited about, is called The Prophet. I think I actually just ordered it. We used to have at work this sort of little book order area that you could sort of order different books and stuff from. So in our tea room. So I ordered this one and I haven't even opened it yet. So I was kind of interested. I thought it was going to be like a really kind of thick, long read. But when I opened it, it was sort of like little pictures. It's like wisdom. I'll read what the back says. The back says, written in 1923 by philosopher Khalil Gibran. I've actually not heard of that philosopher, and I've heard of most philosophers, so I'm excited. And translated into more than 40 languages, The Prophet is enduring as it is popular. The short yet profound discourses on aspects of life and the human condition, including love, children, work, laws, pain, and death, are ever more fitting as our daily lives become increasingly cluttered and chaotic. Isn't that so true? This beautiful collector's edition is illustrated throughout with stunning images which capture the spirit of the text. So yeah, it's got sort of just like little words of wisdom, and I love these little books. Oh, that's not really a very good example. Yeah, there we go. But I love these little books that just, if you're feeling like a bit down or if you're feeling like you need a little bit of inspiration, that you can just sort of flip through and just make yourself feel good. It would be really good as well for Johnny to read for homeschool, just have a little bit of a look at every day. So we'll keep that around, I'll keep that out. And yeah, let's keep going.
Let every way gently kiss away.
I love having a real fireplace, especially with all the wood that we've got on our land, but it certainly does get really, really messy. In the winter we use it pretty much every night, so there's not a whole lot of point in cleaning it up all the time because it's just going to get messy straight away. But being spring, it was definitely time to get it nice and tidy.
Anchor our hearts
there is definitely nothing nicer than a warm fire on a cold winter night.
No more illusions, no more standing still. All of fusion will never cease to
I love this little vacuum cleaner that we got. It's not a Dyson, it's a Hoover brand. It was definitely not as expensive as a Dyson, and it is by far the best vacuum cleaner that I've ever used.
and give us a fresh start. Wilderness will come for you like feathers in the
It was a lot easier to get that off than I anticipated. I just used dish soap and some pink stuff. And now onto the fridge. Oh my goodness, I have been putting off this chore for so long. The fridge is just ridiculous. It so badly needs a deep clean. So right now I'm just moving everything to the top shelf so I can clean the shelves below. And of course throwing anything out which is old or expired, which is quite a bit. And here we go, I am using my Scrub Daddy to get the shelves nice and sparkly clean.
We're so blessed to have you.
Oh my goodness, I think this might be soy sauce, maybe barbecue sauce.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass.
I don't think I've ever taken out that vegetable area, and it really does show. I think some milk spilled and sort of froze down there, so it was quite a shock when I pulled the vegetable containers back and found it, but that's okay, we will get it nice and clean.
Cause the best thing
It was surprisingly quick and easy to clean.
I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world,
Oh, it feels so good when it's clean.
is all you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming.
Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Been walking down the street so many times.
And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to this channel. It would mean a lot. And I post tons of homemaking videos, I post weekly, and a lot of other content that I reckon you'll enjoy. Until next time, stay safe.
Do you ever feel you don't get out what you're putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh,
Hi guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name's Amy from Ren Plus Us, and I post regular homemaking, motherhood, and cleaning motivational videos. I live in the Tasmanian countryside with my two little boys. Johnny has just turned 11. When I recorded this video, I think he was actually still 10. And my little guy, Ren, he is 19 months now. I've also got another baby on the way, which is due later this month, which is really exciting, which is the purpose of this video, I suppose, today, which is basically to get ready for baby number 3. So we're doing some cleaning, we're doing some nesting. And make sure that you stay around to the very end of this video because I had to do an emergency deep clean. So stick around till the end and I will show you guys what I had to do and why. I've really wanted to get myself ready to have two kids in the house, two little kids in the house, I should say. So I have been buying some things that I think the kids would enjoy, some baby things, and just sort of changing the house around. I ended up making a play area, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. And we're also going to be doing some unboxing of the things that I bought and some deep cleaning. And there's a few more things in this video. It's a long video, so I don't actually remember every single thing I put in here. But I hope you guys enjoy it. So this video is aimed to motivate you. So if you've got cleaning that you need to get done, if you've got nesting that you need to get done, maybe you've got a little one on the way as well, then feel free to pop this on in the background and we will nest and clean together. So right now I am cleaning out my pantry. The pantry is just one of those jobs I've been avoiding and avoiding. If you've watched any of my videos, you might have seen in the background my pantry door, if it's been open, and it is a mess in there. It is terrible. So I at least started on it. Plan wasn't to get the whole thing done today. I'm trying to just get little bits done at a time, but I really wanted to deep clean my kitchen countertops. So I started using just dish soap and some water with Scrub Daddy, and it's just fun to make nice little patterns. I like to dry with a microfiber cloth, which just saves paper towels, and I don't know, something about it, it's nice to use. Feels nice in your hands and it tends to dry really well. But my pregnancy has been one of those pregnancies that's been quite up and down. I'm definitely feeling sad that I'm getting to the end of this pregnancy. It is highly likely that this is my last baby, so part of me still does want a fourth, but at the same time I just don't know. I'm pushing 40, so I don't know if my body can actually handle having another baby, and on top of that, you know, finances and time, energy, all of those things. So I don't know. I would love to have a fourth, but we'll see. I think sometimes it's easier just to not commit saying this is your last child because it makes all those milestones so much harder. At least for me. Like maybe you're psyched to be done having kids and that's totally fine. I don't know. I really enjoy being a mum. I don't know if that urge to have kids will ever end, but I suppose it's nice to also look at the other good things in life that you get to do when you don't have little kids around the house. If someone could remind me what those are, that would be great because I don't think I've done them in quite a while. But I've definitely still got quite a bit to get done. The baby is now due in, I think it's 24 days. I was originally going in to have a C-section, but hopefully now I won't actually need to have one, but I'll still be induced. So I ran a whole bunch of art supplies, which you saw at the beginning of this video, because he just absolutely loves to draw, to paint, and I love having that stuff out for him ready to go. So I actually bought this, which is like little ball twirly whirly. I bought it for the new baby. I thought Ren would be a bit too old for it, but no, he absolutely loves it. And it's something that we always have out and we play with every single day. It's like one of his play routines, I suppose. He's always got to have a play with it every day. And it's nice. I think the little baby, this is something that him and the little baby can do together. For me, I'm an only child, so I'm not quite sure how the whole close sibling thing actually works and how it's going to work and the issues involved. I know something about like who sits where in the car is a really big deal, so I don't know. I think I just need to be aware of that as they get older. Who gets to sit where in the car? Dead set. If I look sad right now, I just recorded like a bunch of stuff without pressing record. Right now, I'm unboxing a Ninja professional food processor. And the reason why I have got a Ninja food processor is, well, primarily is to make baby food. I got a Tommy Tippy baby food maker, but it was broken. So I returned it, and the lovely people at Big W gave me a refund, no problem. And I was going to get another one, but then I realized what I actually really wanted was a food processor, because I've been wanting one for ages, and I've got steamers and things to steam the veggies and everything. So that's totally fine. And this way I can put more food in there and, you know, make more stuff. But also I was pretty excited because this one was on sale at about 150. And the Tommy Tippy was also, it had a lot of good reviews, and it was also on clearance for like 110. So it was an extra $40. Yeah, my math is, yeah, that's right. It's an extra $40. So I got this, and I've always wanted a food processor. And one of the things I was excited about this is not only does it like puree and chop and do all that stuff that food processors do, apparently it also grates cheese, and it needs dough. And because we're gluten free, we make a lot of our own sort of pizza dough and stuff like that. So, to be honest, making pizza on a basis is actually pretty easy. I should give you guys a recipe. I'll do that soon. But just needing the dough was kind of a tedious, I don't know, it's just tedious. I don't like doing it. So just being able to put the ingredients in here, and also grating cheese. I don't know why, but I hate grating cheese, and I don't like to buy pre-grated cheese because it's just more friendly. So just being able to chuck a bunch of cheese in here, have it be grated, would be fantastic. So I hope it does what it says it does. It has got some good reviews, and the price was right. A lot of people were saying, oh, this is like, I'm so glad I bought this. It's the best one I've ever bought. So hopefully those people aren't, I don't know, BSing. But I'm pretty excited. I've always wanted one of these. And just to be able to make like dips, hummus, stuff like that is really cool, especially when you're gluten free. Like there's a lot of things you can't just go to the store and buy. So being able to kind of do like falafels and burger things is just brilliant. So I'm looking at the blades, and the blades are pretty impressive. So we need to make some baby food. So going to be doing that for Ren. I have not had too much success, unfortunately, with him liking my baby food. So hopefully I will get the recipe right this time. He'll happily eat porridge in the morning, which is great. But yeah, no, the last one I roasted quite a few veggies, something he's just not interested in. There's a lot of moving parts to this. Okay, what have we got here? This is the reference things like a grater. Oh yeah, that's got to be the grater. Oh no, slicing. Oh, flip for shredding. Gnarly. It's the dough turner, which I'm very excited about. There are pictures of cookies on here as well, so obviously it does dough for cookies. That's good too. So I feel like for $150 so far, I'm really impressed. I will, of course, link this in the description if I can get a link for it. If I can't do an affiliate link, I'll just link, I don't know, whatever I can find for you guys. Because I'd rather you be able to get it than not get it. Just so I can get a commission seems pretty rude. Yeah, so we're going to go cut some veggies and try it. The kitchen is a freaking mess right now, to be honest. So is this table, and my father-in-law is coming tomorrow. So I do have to get some cleanup done, but this baby food needs to be made. So I've got a steamer. I mean, you can just steam on like the regular stovetop, but for some reason I also have got a rice cooker with a steamer that I'm going to use for this. So we'll steam, and then we'll try pureeing. And I really hope, I'm actually really excited. I really hope it's as good as people say. So we'll see.
We've been fighting forever.
we're going to be using this rice cooker steamer. I'm going to cut these a little bit smaller actually. This is sweet potato. I'll pop that in. And get it steaming. I think we'll steam the sweet potato first and then do the rest. Oh no, I think I'll do the sweet potato and the carrot first, and then I'll do the zucchini, because obviously the zucchini is not going to take as long to steam. I just have to be kind of aware of the time. And I got to remember to put water in it. That would suck. But I'm recording, so there's that. Let's get that part going well. Oh my gosh, so much packaging. So much packaging always seems to come along no matter what you purchase. But don't worry, it is all going to recycling. Oh, and this thing was so sharp. I couldn't believe how sharp it was. I think I've cut myself a couple of times on it already, and all the reviews say that. Oh yes, the brilliant cheese grater and the dough maker. So I did find out that you do actually still have to knead the dough, but I made these amazing scones. They were cheese scones, which actually came with a little recipe book with the Ninja, and I did not knead it, I just put it in the Ninja, and oh my god, they turned out so good. A little bit of passata. Let's get ready to rock and roll. This was exciting. I've really always wanted one of these.
A stormy rain tried to wash away the dream.
And it actually came out pretty good. It wasn't as smooth as the baby packets, but really, if I'd put it on for another cycle, I'd say it probably would have been as smooth as the baby packets. And also, Ren was like 18 months, so we should be able to handle a little bit of chunkiness. But so far, I have been so impressed with the Ninja, and to be honest, I've used it nearly every day, maybe every second day. I love the little recipe book that it comes with, because the recipes are all just really simple, and I don't know, it just sort of makes cooking fun. Alrighty, I've got my taste tester here. I'm so sorry, it's really dark in here. And we've got our food, so I'm going to heat it up, and hopefully, you'll love it. I can already see like a chunk in there, so I probably should have put it through for a second puree as well, but you know what? We're learning. Aren't we? We're learning. You're hungry. Let's give it a go. Baby Ren. I just think it's going to be a little bit too carroty for him. I feel like I can already tell. Well, try again in a minute. And here is the current setup, or I should say now what was, which was just all the toys in the living room area, which was my plan to just always have them in there. But the place just started to feel like just cluttered and not nice. So I thought it would be nice just to have that adult living area back. So I made the decision, and I'd seen this on a few people did this online, to get rid of the dining table, because to be honest, we do not use our dining table really. Well, we definitely don't dine at our dining table unless it's a special occasion, like a, I don't know, Christmas or something, but we do use it to put a bunch of clutter on. So really it was something that could go. But to be honest, we had nowhere to store it, so we ended up just pushing it towards the kitchen and creating sort of a space at the front of it, which is which has so far worked really, really, sorry, I had to hiccup, which has so far worked really, really well. Because it just creates that extra space for toys and a little play area, and then that living room stays clear for, you know, grown-ups. Relaxing time makes you feel like you've got a bit of tidy, clean space that you can sit and relax in. And it also kind of just, I don't know, separates it. Oh, baby cuddles are the best. Be able to pull them out and pick out whatever toys they like.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday. Nothing's gonna get
If you guys have chickens, you know these chicken food bags. I bet you have got something similar if you don't have the exact same ones. I actually saw someone turn one into this really cool little bag at one point, which is great for swimming and, you know, wet swimming costumes and stuff like that after swimming in the pool. So yeah, Google it. I'm sure you can find it online how to make them. Maybe I'll try making one soon and I'll show you guys how to do it. And the twirly whirly, woo! Here we go, and everything in its nice, neat place. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Don't think it'll stay that neat for that long.
I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no.
So I've just popped some of this powder down, which helps deodorize and clean the carpet basically, and you just vacuum it straight up. It leaves a beautiful, I think it's country vanilla it's called, smell.
And John said this next song's gonna be real good if you know what I mean. Round and round.
Oh, there's something really satisfying about vacuuming a floor. I don't know why, but it's one of my favorite little cleaning tasks.
That you don't miss out, just be there.
And yay, putting down the carpet. So this is the third one of these I've actually bought. I've got two more in the sort of living area, and they're really inexpensive, only $50 again from Bunnings. But yeah, no, Ren loves them because they're so like super soft under your feet, and they've got quite a bit of padding. So of course, like little kids fall over all the time. I do have to warn you though that after a little while, they get a bit yucky. You can wash them. I've washed them before in a bathtub and done various things to them, and I'll talk about how to wash those in another video. But yeah, just be warned. They will end up not quite as nice as they start off. But you know what? That's the same with pretty much everything around a house when you've got little ones. Oh, and the cat. I honestly did not know what that lump was. Thank God I didn't just try to squish it down with my feet. And Ren is very happy to have a new soft rug for his play area. He loves soft things. He was rolling around on that for the longest time. It was so sweet to see him so happy with it.
Oh, just be there. We're taking our shot. Bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people.
So you can just see my little bookshelf there. My long-term goal is to get one of the bookshelves where you have all of the books facing forward for kids. So it's definitely on my wish list, but I don't like to go out and just buy every single thing at once because it's just not economical and it's just so much stuff to put together. I feel like I need to sort of spread out my shopping, my retail therapy. Yay, and finally got rid of the toys. Whew. So I pushed this chair back in a little bit as well just to give us a bit more space. And yes, I'm going to give this rug, if I can get run off it, a lovely clean outside. I just sort of took it this time outside and battered it, I guess one would say, and just gave the floor a bit of a vacuum. There's something about like batting mats like they used to do in the old days. It's just like, I don't know, makes you feel so old school and country. Just to do something the same way people have been doing it for years. And oh, it's already looking so much better. The vacuum that I'm using, I love this stick vac so much. It just works so well. And I will link it on Amazon if I can. Oh, yay! And this is actually a few days later. I took this video because I wanted to show you guys what the playroom was like once it's actually been played in and not like just perfectly spotless. So Ren is super happy with it. He just loves coming over here and playing, and it's really nice to have the toys separate from the living area, and in that way the boys have got a bit more room with their play couch in the living area that they can kind of roughhouse on without worrying about smashing into toys. And yeah, I don't know, it separates the areas. It's really nice. It's worked so well and I am so glad I did it. So I can highly recommend if you can kind of push your dining table to the side a little bit for a while, or even just store it somewhere. If you've got little ones and you want a play area, it worked so well for us. So fruit, yes, it is lunchtime, and yes, I have got my sweater on inside out. I didn't realize for the longest time, but yeah, I decided not to put it on the right way. I don't know why. I think I just didn't have time. And it was keeping me warm, so I was like, who cares? We'll just have it on inside out. Oh my gosh, I love fresh fruit. Fresh fruit. It is so tasty. And the little boy, Ren, just loves strawberries, but he's very particular about the strawberries, so they have to be from a certain store, certain strawberry from a certain store, cut in the right way. Let me know in the comments below if your kids have got like a favorite fruit, favorite berry or something. And yes, we are making, and if you've seen this channel before, you know what I'm going to say, we are making cheese toasties for lunch. Love those cheese toasties. I'm putting some lovely garlic aioli on them. If you want to give your cheese toasty a bit of a kick, try popping a little bit of garlic aioli or even mustard on there. It's so good. Cheers. I gotta say, I'm getting a little bit hungry even just watching this video, and I've just eaten, so I think I might blame the pregnancy on that as well. And tomato. Fruit salad for everyone. I know that I think I read somewhere you're not really supposed to eat more than like a couple of serves of fruit a day, but honestly, like it's just so tasty. It's the perfect little snack. So, oh my goodness, this was another chore that I just was not looking forward to. I've got a pile of clothes in my room that I share with Ren and soon to be the new baby, and I needed to basically tidy them up and get them in this basket. And there was a lot of folding, but you know what, I think I just loved hanging out with Ren while I did this. He's always really interested in what I'm doing. He loves helping with the little chores around the house, which is really sweet. And I do try to encourage him.
Looking back on how I used to be, I always thought that love was made for me. Oh well, I was just as blue-eyed as the sky could ever be. Loving you has made me realize I'm so tired of love songs. Life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is, and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs. I'm sick and tired of love.
But even though this isn't laundry, I always used to avoid folding laundry and putting it away, but I found now it's like quite a nice relaxing activity because you can sit down, you still feel like you're being productive, and honestly sometimes I'll put like, I don't know, a show on in the background, whether it's some true crime thing or I don't know, just something to have it in the background.
When my teardrops start to
Or sometimes even like one of these videos. Not my own, that would be a little bit weird, but I'll put on another channel's videos. And it just keeps me motivated.
the advice there is.
Oh, more cuddles. Such a precious little guy.
Songs, sick and tired of love songs.
Baby and toddler cuddles are just the best. I think it's going for my glasses. I've still got a lot to do for this new baby. I need to go through all of Ren's newborn baby clothes and find all the little newborn sizes and give them a wash. Actually, there was quite a few newborn clothes that Ren, he was born over 4 kilograms, so he just did not fit into them from the get-go. So I think I might have some that really, they have maybe only been used once or not at all. But yeah, that's definitely going to be in a video coming up soon, probably in the second or third nest and clean with me. And then I also have to pack my bag for the hospital. I just can't believe that it is getting so close to having this baby. I just feel like, I don't know, my due date's going to come, my induction date's going to come, inducing date is going to come, and it's going to be such a shock. If you're wondering why I don't have a closet in the bedroom, I have a closet in another room, but I like just to have a few bits of clothing of my own, not just Ren's, in the room that I'm sleeping in, just so I can quickly like put something on, or yeah, I don't know, makes it feel more like my room, I suppose. Oh, here he comes, doing something weird. Guys, let me know, is it those last little bits of clothes that is enjoyable or the most annoying to pick up? Yay, we're finally getting this a dust off, and oh yay, it's done. annoying chores done. And to be honest, I think that's actually stayed quite tidy. That basket works pretty well for me. So what are we building here? Oh, I was really excited about this. This is a learning tower that I got for Ren. Again, it's just one of those things that I wanted to have ready for when the new baby came. So I just didn't want to have to put it together and I don't know, worry about it. I just wanted it done and sorted. So I looked everywhere. I have been doing research on learning towers for the longest time. It was one of those, often I'll just like purchase something quickly, but in this case I did a lot of research on learning towers and I don't know what the best ones were, what the prices were, and I just could not find one that I was happy with the price. There was a lot that were, I have to say, not too expensive, but obviously they're all ones that you buy online and the shipping costs really added up. So I ended up finding this one at Kmart, and unfortunately they were all sold out and they had been sold out for the longest time. I think it was just about $75 at Kmart from memory now, $75. Most of the other ones were like 100 and at least 125 with shipping. There were even more. So I was so psyched when I saw this and I was planning on going and buying it, but as I said, it sold out before I had a chance, and I've been kicking myself for the longest time. I should have bought that. One of the things that slowed me down was that it's not height adjustable. So I wanted to get one that was height adjustable, but I ended up kind of, I don't know, I don't think the extra money for me is necessarily worth it, but there's some really great height adjustable ones available online if you don't mind spending the extra bit of money. Plus, I just figure, when they get to that stage where they're a bit taller, you can just put them on a step stool. So that was my thinking, but hopefully I made the right choice. But then, yes, so I waited the longest time. I was checking almost every day to see if these were back in store, and they weren't. And then I went online to actually purchase something else, and I noticed that it didn't have the big red cross not available next to it, and I was like, yes! So I bought it pretty much like as fast as I could straight away, and it came really quickly, and I was just so pleased to get it. You can also make them, but I sort of figured that it would cost just as much to make as it would to get this Kmart one. So we went with the Kmart one. That's my cat trying to get in that little tiny box. I don't think she's maybe aware of her size. Yep, so she's just choosing to sit on it. But little Ren, he is little Mr. Builder. He just loves to help us build anything really. He loves like the little flat pack things, and he helps to screw in the screws, and he's really good at it, and he gets like so excited. He gets that like toddler excited check. And as always, if I can find a link to one of these wonderful Kmart learning towers for you guys, I will definitely pop it in the description. There's another really good one that I was looking at that, again, it was just the shipping was a little bit much for where I live, but it might be a lot cheaper where you guys live, which was the hubby made version, which is also made in Australia. Obviously, if you are in the US, you might want to consider looking at what else is around in your area on your Amazon page. I don't know, you guys have a lot more choice in the US, so I get a bit jealous sometimes. But the hubby made one is also height adjustable, and it was the most economical that I could at least find in Australia. There's another really good one that I saw on Little Nation, which I thought about getting, but again, it wasn't height adjustable, but the shipping was not too bad. I think they do like a flat shipping rate of about $10 to where I live. So yeah, I know that was a good deal as well, but again, it wasn't height adjustable, and this one was just a tad more inexpensive, and it was in stock. So Thanks, Kmart.
So you say you wanna change, but lately things have been the same. And it's my heart you're holding back again, and I can't be strong.
So if you're wondering the purpose of these learning towers, it's basically so kids can safely get so it's like, okay, so it's basically like a traditional step stool, except it's kind of got this little barrier around it, so it's a lot safer for kids, because as you know, little ones tend to just fall off of things all the time. So yeah, so it just gives them a little bit more security, and as a mum, you're not constantly like worried that they're going to fall and trying to keep an eye on them. You can focus a bit more on what you're doing. But basically, you put them in the kitchen or bathroom or wherever there's a high surface that they want to get to that they can't. And a lot of people put them in the kitchen because little kids tend to, well, at least my little boy loves seeing what I'm doing in the kitchen and loves helping me bake and do all those sorts of things, so they can really get more involved in the kitchen, and he just loves getting up there, uses it all the time, and it really gives them a sense of independence. I think it was originally a Montessori concept, I believe, and we try to do a lot of Montessori things in the house because it is definitely one of the better, well-studied childhood education concepts, I would say. And being a homeschool mum for a while, I definitely have to do my research on childhood education. I'm also hopefully going to be working at some point in the future as a learning and development psychologist. We will see if I manage to get into masters and get all that done, but I would love to do something like that, because I just find education, learning, development in all ages of life is just fascinating to me. And I love being able to find, I suppose, like different little hacks and ways we learn and why we learn and how we can improve our lives. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I make it into masters.
Letting go of all my heavy load. I waited for the moment to unfold. Nobody's gonna make me feel I'm going down. Oh, I'm doing alright.
And I'm one of those absolute weirdos that just loves building flat pack furniture. I get a kick out of it. It's a bit strange. I'm okay with building things from scratch, I suppose, but I don't know, I find this really satisfying. Let me know in the comments if you are a weirdo like me and you actually enjoy building your flat pack furniture. I could start a little business where I charge, I don't know, $25 to build a flat pack. Why is that so hard to say? Flat pack piece of furniture.
It's all about to master who we
Yeah, and of course the cats thought it was for them and they could not wait to get on it. So I'm nearly done here, but I think I had to possibly go out because I know I changed my shirts from this bit to the next bit. So yeah. Ben's already trying to climb on it. He knows it's his.
It's not a shade of mine. All in all, I'm doing fine. Doing alright. I'm doing okay. I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna be just fine.
I'm stopping to have a little bit of a play. which I like to do sometimes, just stop and yeah, smell the roses, smell the flowers, they say. Oh, there goes the twirlies. Oh, I'm back again and I am so close to being done. Yeah, it's definitely gotten warmer because I'm not wearing a sweater. Man's not wearing pants, but that's just random as well. Sometimes he just takes them off.
It's not a shade of mine.
And yeah, he loves to help. An instant smile. Yeah, this is a definite must-get purchase. Like, we have used this. He uses it constantly. I mean, he's just constantly climbing up there. It's just part of, I don't know, part of what he does. And he helps me bake cakes, and he helps me clean the kitchen countertop, and he also just likes to go up there and eat his snacks or eat his lunch. He doesn't like to be confined in a high chair, so this is a really good solution for that as well. But definitely, if you're on a budget and you're just getting your must-haves, at least for me, this is definitely up there as a must-have. Apparently, I did not do it quite right. Ren had to come along and fix my handiwork. Thanks, Ren. Ah, yes, so here we are, the emergency deep clean. Okay, so I had some stains on the carpet and I just bought some carpet stain remover, so I went straight to those. But let me explain why we had to do an emergency deep clean. I don't know why I'm saying we, it was just me that did the deep clean. So why I had to do an emergency deep clean was basically I had taken Johnny to the doctor earlier that day, and because he'd been getting really tired, and it turned out that he had this really super severe allergy to dust mites. So it's actually, I've now since read that it's almost impossible to kind of get rid of dust mites. I mean, I vacuum the house, I'd say like once or twice a day with a vacuum with a HEPA filter. So yeah, but you know, the mum instincts clicked in, and I just was like, okay, we're gonna get Johnny's room super deep cleaned. Oh, I'm definitely glad I did those windows as well. And honestly, it was getting late at night. I was so tired, and Ren was just so whingy, but I just had to get it done. I don't know if you guys have had those nights where you're just so desperate to get something done, and I don't know, it's not fun, it's not working out. So I am shampooing the carpet as well. I find that a good shampoo of the carpet makes such a big difference. Like, you pick up so many things that you, like when you vacuum the carpet, you're like, oh yeah, it's really clean. When you shampoo the carpet, you're like, no, now it's clean. So I'm using the Vax carpet cleaner, and I just luckily I just had a tiny bit of the Vax carpet shampoo left over. If I can find this online, I'll link it in the description below. I did so much research on what the best carpet shampoo would be, like in terms of price and quality and reviews and everything, and this definitely came out at the top. And I have to say, I'm really glad I bought it. It works really well. The only thing that I wish it had was an attachment to be able to deep clean, shampoo the furniture. Unfortunately, it doesn't. But besides that, it works so well.
If you believe in love, how will I feel it? If you
And my vacuum cleaner actually died when I was trying to vacuum the carpet, which you're supposed to do before you shampoo it. And but I decided to shampoo it anyway. But you'll notice that I'm picking up a lot of these little kind of balls of, yep, there's one, balls of stuff. And that's basically just because I haven't vacuumed the carpet well enough. But it makes such a difference. And especially in that little front area where we take our shoes off. Sometimes, people just sort of step over it, and there's a lot of, we live in the country. There's things like wallaby poo and dirt and everything outside. So I always try to give that little area a really good clean whenever I get the shampooer out. Oh, love it. Oh, here we go. Oh, so nasty. But you know what? So much better to be being thrown away than to be in the carpet. So I had just done some shopping, and we are going to restock a few things.
If you believe in love, give me a feeling. If you believe in me, hold me and let me in. If you are ready, I'm gonna reach you. I got a feeling.
By the way, this is a weird one. What do you guys think of this sweater that I bought? I've had friends and family tell me that it's super not that pretty, but I actually really like it, and it's so warm and soft, and I like the color. So let me know your honest opinion in the comments. Is this something that should go to the back of the closet, or is this something that I can keep wearing? I will keep you guys up to date with Johnny's allergy outcome. I think he's going to go to a allergy specialist to get desensitized, which is perfect because dust mites are pretty much impossible to avoid, especially in the area that we live, because it really gets quite damp and cold, and apparently that helps them, the hot dry air helps them thrive. And we do not have that here in Tassie. It tends to be quite cold and damp. But I'm also going to be buying him a special allergy mattress cover and pillow cover. So I'm hoping that will also help a little bit. I'll basically be doing everything that I possibly can to get the amount of dust mites in the house down. Although I think I pretty much do that anyway, I've got to say. But yeah, I'll try even a little bit harder. And what I'm putting these popcorn things in is actually a bread bin, but we don't really use the bread bin because I find we just constantly eat the bread, so it's either left out or it's in the fridge so it doesn't go bad. So I thought, well, hey, let's use this for snacks instead. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this one, there will be another clean and nest with me coming up soon. We'll be doing some more stuff based around the baby. A lot of the stuff I know is based around Ren and the house in general, but you know what, that's just life. That's what sometimes baby prep is. It's getting other things around the house done. But next time, I think next time I'll be doing a little bit more deep cleaning. But yeah, another video coming up. I'll definitely be doing a lot more baby focused stuff. So I really hope you guys stay with me on this journey while I have baby number 3. It's really getting to that point where it's very exciting. So yeah, thanks for coming with me on the journey. And remember guys, life is short, life is now.
I'm doing alright. I'm doing okay. I stand up and take it as I go.
Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Amy. I post weekly homemaking, motherhood, cleaning, and lifestyle videos. So if it's something that you're interested in, you might like to consider subscribing, but absolutely no pressure whatsoever. So today we are doing tonight I should say, we're doing a clean after dark with me video, which sounds a lot scarier than it actually is unless you really hate cleaning and you are genuinely afraid of the nighttime. This is something that I used to do and I really enjoyed it, but I haven't been doing it in a while. I think I've just been so tired at night that I found it so hard to get motivated to actually do it. But I have come up with some little techniques to make myself motivated. So I'll talk about that throughout this video, and make sure that you stay tuned to the end because I will be giving you my absolute number one tip to motivate you to do an after dark cleaning. And I can tell you right now, doing an after dark cleaning is really great, especially if you've got kids. The kids have gone to bed. It's like it can sort of settle you down for the evening. And that way you wake up to a beautiful clean house. You don't have to worry about anybody coming and messing it up. I'm sorry, my nose is running. It's cold here in Tasmania. Although I have my own little personal heater. So I am very pregnant right now. I'm 38 weeks, I think, now pregnant. I was quite out of breath for a lot of this, but I had such a great time doing it and I cannot wait to show you guys the video. I'm going to give you some little like tips and hints and tricks along the way. If you are wanting to do a nighttime clean after dark, pop this on and we'll do it together. And you know what? If you just want to put your feet up and relax and eat cookies, put this on as well. You can watch it and do that. That's totally fine. So without further ado, here we go. So the first thing that I like to do is to get a plan in my head of what I need to accomplish just to make myself feel more settled and so the place looks nice in the morning when I wake up. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of mess left over from dinner. So obviously we're going to start in the kitchen. So I usually start with a general tidy, just putting a few things away. I like to clean one area at a time, and that just makes me feel more accomplished, like I'm getting things done as I'm going. And one of the tips I've got is to think about future you if you're having a hard time getting motivated. So just think about how nice it's going to feel to come out to that nice, clean kitchen in the morning.
When you give me that smile, I think my heart's turning up the pace. I don't care about what we do if I get to be with you. What you wanna do now is to be afraid of when we're young, stupid, and in love. When you talk or listen close, there's just something about your voice. I think that every word you say.
And just getting one surface looking nice and clean and neat is great motivation to keep going. And then I like to put away any dinner leftovers, and I actually made this bolognese sauce. I haven't eaten much red meat in quite a while, but I really needed to because my iron was really low. So I made this big load of bolognese sauce, which was just delicious and lasted, I think like 3 or 4 nights. So if you guys want to see some meal prep or some more recipes on here, please let me know in the comments below. And the great thing about bolognese sauce, it is really affordable and tasty.
Fix your eyes on me. I can't help myself, fall in love, I go crazy.
Hey, you're good at making me lose my mind, but I always come around, don't I? And I know sometimes
So next I'm going to give my stove area a clean. I would usually deep clean the whole stove top if this was during the day or if it was really messy, but honestly it was not that bad. And my next tip I would say is to don't overdo it. Just do what you need to do to feel clean and accomplished and to walk out in the morning feeling good. I think if you plan too much, it just feels so overwhelming and you lose sleep and it's no good. Be realistic. do what needs to be done and no more, unless you just really have bad insomnia or you're really having a lot of fun. So then I'm going to empty my dishwasher and I'm going to repack it. I'm not going to turn it on in the evening just because our water pump is quite loud and tends to keep people awake. Plus I don't want to annoy the neighbours, so I'll have it packed and ready to put on in the morning.
There's no one else that can make me feel like I can do anything I dream of but you. We can fight all day and make love at night, 'cause we always figure it out, don't we? Yeah. We're like the waves on a big blue stormy sea. We're a little messed up, baby, kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, but then we get back up again. Yeah, we're a little messed up, baby, it's never getting boring when we keep aiming for the stars, just you and me. We always get back up again. You and me.
And knowing I don't have to pack the dishwasher first thing in the morning when I wake up is such a nice feeling. I think as well, another tip is to relax. Just get in the mindset that the day is over, you're just winding down, this is just a relaxing activity. If you don't get everything done, if you're just too tired, it's totally okay.
Kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, and then we always get back up again. We're a little messed up, baby, kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, but then we get back up again. Yeah, we're a little messed up, baby, it's never getting boring when we keep aiming for the stars, just you and me. We always get back up again. You and
So this area needed a really good scrub down, so instead of spraying, I actually put some dish soap directly onto the kitchen countertop and got good old Scrub Daddy, rinse Scrub Daddy off, and yeah, gave it a good clean.
Went for a walk with the stars last night. Did not believe it.
So next we're going to do the sink area. And if you guys can see that black pan at the front there, it was really bad. I actually ended up just throwing it out. We had some potato that got burned and stuck in there. We do a lot of recycling in our house, so that does mean quite a bit of rinsing of bits and pieces. I did try really, really hard, but actually cleaning the pan damaged it. It was quite an inexpensive pan. So yeah, I think we might invest in quality next time. And there was a few large things which was not going to fit in the dishwasher to make sure that I could get those things clean in the morning.
The love so strong. You took me out of the cold into the fire. You're picking me up and down on the ground. Whenever I'm low, you were lifting me higher. And when I am lost, you would show that I'm found. Out of the cold into
So now we're going to clean the sink, and the sink is just one of those things that I don't love doing it, I gotta say, but man, it feels so good when it's done. So the way I clean the sink is I start just with putting some dish soap and giving it a scrub with Scrub Daddy. I will get whatever little bits of yucky food and stuff are in the sink out, and then usually I will put some baking soda and vinegar down the drain to give the drain a little bit of a clean, and then I'll end up just using some pink stuff to give it a final little polish. But I just used dish soap tonight because honestly that's all it really needed, and that's all I was in the mood to do.
when I think of who I used to be. My faith was lost, my hope was gone. My dreams were shattered and I was done. I was roaming down the street in my weary feet. And then you came along with the love so strong. You took me.
But I did just let it set for a minute while I made a cup of tea, and here is my next tip. get yourself something nice to drink, whether it's a glass of wine, a cup of hot chocolate, or tea. I'm not usually a big tea drinker, but I really love this sleepy time tea, and I'm pregnant, so obviously I can't have a glass of wine, and having wine late at night does not make me feel that great, so I'm not a big fan of it. But yeah, just a nice drink to make yourself feel good, relaxed, enjoy your evening. And it was really nice. My older boy Johnny was still up, so we had a really nice opportunity to catch up and have a little chat and a little joke, which we don't usually get when baby Ren is around making a big fuss, or obviously I'm distracted because I'm doing other things, but it was just nice to have that relaxing time to be able to chat. So this is Ren's play area, which we've only just done recently. And if you're interested in seeing the play area makeover, you can click the link in the description below. But this is one of the best things about cleaning at night, is not having little kids around. But if I try to clean this up when Ren's awake, he'll just think that I want to play, and he'll come and just mess it all up. But he absolutely loves, even though he loves to make a mess, he really loves coming out to a clean playroom in the morning. He always looks around and plays with a few things if he wants to, and just appreciates it. So next we're going to clean the living room. I do still keep the play couch in the living room, not in the play area, just because everybody in the family likes to use it, and the boys just like to roughhouse on it, so it gives it a bit more room. So I'm tidying up some books here. I love to read books to Ren of an evening when I have a chance, and he really enjoys sitting on my lap and listening to the stories.
Felt so good staying up all night, that will forever be our place. And I know it's been a long time since we were together. There's a special place in my heart that's yours forever. If I could fly right back to where I belong, fly right back to my own sweet home. If I could, I'd take it all back, take it.
I don't know if you guys are the same, but our shoe area always gets so messy. We have a rule where people don't wear shoes when they come into the house, and that's just because we live in the country, and so obviously there's a lot of wallaby poo and chicken poo around, so it's not something that you want to drag through the house. So I just like to give it a quick little tidy in the evening, or if I see that it's a bit messy.
Sometimes it feels like you just wanna run. It's easier than facing your own doubts, but it will get you no matter how far you go. It haunts you every night. I tried so hard to forget what we had, but then something reminds me of you. Do you remember the necklace you gave me? I wear it every day, and oh.
And I'm really lucky the vacuum does not wake up baby Ren when he's asleep, so I can vacuum a little bit as well. I just love this stick vac. It is a Hoover brand. It's got a HEPA filter on it, and I love the little light at the bottom. It really helps you find those little bits and pieces of crumbs, and it sucks up really well.
Home sweet home, if I could, I'd take it all back and fly high up above the open sea into another destiny. I close my eyes and I'm back in your arms.
I am planning on doing some more organizing videos for you guys. I know you really like those. I'm not the biggest fan of organizing. I more enjoy doing deep cleaning, but I love watching other people organize. But hopefully I can find a way to get motivated and also get a good system in place for organizing, and that way I can share it with you guys. I think sometimes some people are just natural organizers and they aren't able always to give you the best advice because it's just something that comes naturally to them. I am not one of those people, so I can definitely give you guys some good tips and tricks. I really enjoyed this nighttime clean. It's something that I haven't done in quite a while, as I was saying before. I have done it the last few nights and I'm finding things are staying clean. So this is my little bottle prep area for the new baby, so I'm going to give it a bit of a deep clean just to make sure it's super clean. And I'm also now going to give you guys my absolute #1 tip for getting motivated for a nighttime clean, and that is to have either a podcast, audiobook, YouTube video, or just something that you enjoy having on listening to or watching while you're cleaning. I just find that it's a bit of time for you that you wouldn't usually get to do those things. And it just makes the process of it so much more enjoyable when you've got something to look forward to. Like, yes, I get to listen to more of that audiobook, or I get to watch more of that show. So I was watching Catherine Manning, who is a YouTuber, and I will leave a link to her videos below if you want to check her out. As you can see, we are nice and clean. Not everything is perfect, but as I said, that's nighttime cleaning. Like, you don't need it to be perfect. You just want to feel good when you come out in the morning and feel accomplished. I did also clean the floor, but I actually ran out of battery, so I couldn't film it. But the floor did get a nice scrub down as well. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this nighttime clean with me, or after dark clean with me. And I hope to see you guys next time. Remember, life is short, life is now.
Brings out my problems. I got a little crush.
Oh gosh, mess. Look at that mess. Oh, it's terrible. And laundry. The laundry just keeps piling up. Chaos. The place is just absolute chaos. But don't worry. I'm here. Let's get cleaning. And what on earth is in this mystery box that my kids are ripping into? I will tell you this, it is one of my new must-haves. I just love this product. Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name's Amy. I post weekly homemaking, motherhood, cleaning and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might like to consider subscribing, but no pressure. I believe that homemaking is a lost and seriously underappreciated art, and I am here to help you find motivation, joy, purpose, and thrive in the home. So again, if you feel like it, hit that subscribe button. But today, you guys, we have got so much cleaning. Christmas is just around the corner, and I haven't even gotten up my I can't even talk, and I haven't even gotten my decorations up yet. So before we do that, we have to clean this whole house top to bottom. We've also got some laundry to put away, and as you can see, there's a mystery box. So why is there a mystery box, you ask? Well, because it is my little boy Ren's 2nd birthday. So I did get him a pretty cool present this year that I think he's gonna love, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Hopefully you'll want to go and grab one. If you do like it, I'll leave a link in the description below, but stay tuned to see what it is in the mystery box. And as I was saying, my house is an absolute mess, so make sure that you stay tuned to the end to see all the beautiful, satisfying before and afters. Right now I am cleaning my little boy's learning tower, they call it, and it has been one of the best things that I've bought for him. I managed to get it pretty inexpensively. I don't like to use the word cheap, I just don't like it, but I got this pretty inexpensively from Kmart here in Australia, and it's just been an absolute godsend. He loves to use it. He loves to climb up on it and just see what we're doing in the kitchen, and often he'll stand on it and eat dinner at the kitchen countertop there. So it's just been, I don't know, it makes him feel really like a big boy in control, one of those things. So yeah, as I was saying, it is Ren's 2nd birthday, so we're going to be making him a cake as well. But before we get to that, let me tell you about the absolute horror of a couple of weeks that we've had and why this video has taken me so long to get out. So we got really sick for a couple of weeks with 2 different things, and yeah, the house was just, I couldn't get out of bed for days. The house just got completely out of control. So have to do a big cleanup. And seriously, when everyone in your house is super sick, it is just really hard and not a lot of fun. But you know what? We got through it. We're stronger. Hopefully our immune systems are a little bit stronger. And to be honest, it was really nice to have that rest in bed. I feel like my body actually really needed that. I just chilled out. I put on some just old, like, you know, those old like Lifetime movies that are just kind of comforting, based on true stories, that sort of thing. And I also found this like old horror movie that I used to love watching when I was a little girl. Yes, I am a little bit strange. I used to watch a lot of horror movies when I was younger, and it is called Dolly Dearest. So you can go watch it on YouTube if you're curious, but it's pretty silly, but I just used to watch it when I was younger. So it just gives me that, like, I don't know, nurturing satisfaction when I'm not feeling well. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, it works for me. So right now I'm just giving my kitchen a nice little clean, taking out all the trash and giving my floor a really good disinfect. And the table, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but my table just collects clutter. It is just clutter central. And I don't know, people just love to go and put things on the table and just leave them there for ages. And then if I move them, people like freak out. They're like, where did you put my thing that I haven't used in like 2 months? But the good thing, the really good thing about places getting messy is that you can tidy them up. And it feels so good once you have. So let me know in the comments, you guys. I was just saying about movies and really enjoying watching those like nostalgic kind of movies, even if they're a little bit strange. Let me know in the comments what your favorite movie is to watch when you're not feeling well. Okay, and I'm gonna really go off track here for a minute and talk about the movie Titanic, because I had this like epiphany about the movie Titanic, and I don't know if I am a complete genius or if I'm really, really stupid and this was so obvious and everybody else figured it out but me. So let me know. So if you know the movie, I'm sorry if you don't know the movie Titanic very well, but I'm sure I have a really strong feeling that most of the people watching this video do know the movie. So I think that when Jack was talking kind of in the beginning about how he draws and how he was drawing the lady that used to sit at the bar every night with all her jewelry and her fur coat waiting for her long lost love. And then at the end of the movie where Rose jumps back on the ship to be with Jack, I think that Rose was the person in Jack's drawing if she hadn't had gotten back on the sinking ship. And then I think at the end where she's talking about her life and saying all the things that she's done, that's her saying that she, you know, it's like her saying, I wasn't sitting there waiting for my long lost love. And then when she throws the jewel into the ocean, you know, it's her saying, I wasn't sitting there with all my jewels every night, sad, waiting for my long lost love. I know what happened to my love. I know he was my love. I went and did all these things with my life like he told me to, and I didn't just sit there in my fine jewelry. So I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? Is this just like really obvious to everyone else, or am I off track, or do you agree with me? Let me know. Yeah, I don't know. One of those weird things that you think of at like 2 a.m. You wake up and just have this idea. Anyway, so I've just cleaned my table. It looks nice and shiny. I like to clean it with just a little bit of dish soap, to be honest, and water. To be honest, I don't know if you should clean a wood table with that, so check. But then I also just give it a polish. I've just started using Lemon Pledge. I didn't even know that we could get it here in Australia, but I just put it in my shopping order. I usually use whatever the kind of, I don't know, brand is, like the shopping. I don't know if you guys have this in the US, but we have like Woolworths, for example, or Coles are our 2 major stores, and they have their own brands of things. So often I'll just use like whatever brand is that supermarket brand, because it's the most affordable and it's usually pretty good quality. But they didn't have one, so I got the Lemon Pledge. It smells really nice. It smells like lemon. So right now I'm just doing some laundry. I try to do my laundry pretty much. I try to fold it and put it away pretty much as soon as it's dry. So I have to hang my laundry at the moment because my dryer is broken. So I'm hanging it all on the line, and then as soon as it is dry, I like to fold it and put it away. I will say this though, the last few weeks I have somewhat failed at that endeavor. It's so hard. I've got a 2-year-old that loves to, I'm doing air quote marks right now, help with the laundry. So yeah, so it's hard to get it all folded and put away before he comes in and helps. Yeah, but you know, it's good for him, I suppose, to be enthusiastic about the laundry. I just wish he was more enthusiastic about keeping the laundry neat and folded, but you know what, he's 2, so I'll let it go this time. I actually did a real nice fold of this laundry. Sometimes I don't have time and I kind of just am folding like a mad rabid raccoon. I don't know how to describe it, but I actually I had a little bit of time, so I just did a really nice fold, which always just makes me feel good. And it's so nice to see that nice pile of like beautifully folded clothes. It doesn't come out very well on camera, but the pile did look pretty good. The stuff on the left that you see, that's to be hung. I didn't have enough coat hangers at that moment, so yeah, I'll go get some more coat hangers. And the living room, oh my gosh, the living room. What a disaster. Don't mind me, I'm just having a sip of water. Oh my goodness, it is warm here in Australia at the moment. It is starting to heat up. We have summer for our Christmas here, so it's very different from you guys in the States or many other parts of the world. We do hear most people wish that we had, I don't want to speak for everyone, I wish they had a white Christmas. I've lived in a couple of countries where I've gotten to have a white Christmas, and it was so beautiful. And I loved when I was living in Finland and I was sitting in my apartment and watching the snowfall and just smelling the smells of the gingerbread I was baking. It was so beautiful. And don't get me wrong, there's some really awesome things about having Christmas in the summer. Like, you get to go to the beach. That's pretty much it. Besides that, you have to deal with like flies flying around your Christmas dinner, and like Christmas is not made for the summer. It really is not. Like, you've got, you're cooking Christmas dinner in a hot oven. You've got all these people around. We're all sweaty. We're all tired. We're all cranky. It's just, I gotta say, it's not great. I long for the cold Christmases. I really, really do. So please enjoy it for me, you guys, if you're getting a white Christmas. Something about folding blankets, I find, just always makes the house look instantly tidy and neat. I love it. And the good thing about the living room is it might not look like it, but I have done quite a bit of decluttering in the living room, so it is fairly quick and easy to clean. I talked in a previous video just about, if you're finding cleaning really difficult, chances are it's because you are surrounded by clutter. And I definitely have found this. I found if I've got an area that I've cleaned properly and I've decluttered, then it's fairly easy just when it does get messy, when you do have those days, those weeks that you can't necessarily do a lot of cleaning because you're sick or whatever other reason you have, and there's a million reasons, and it's totally fine, especially if you have kids, so your house gets messy, or if you don't have kids, it's life, so we just accept it. But yeah, it's always good to give it a tidy when you have a chance. I've totally lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Yeah, that's right. So when it's not as cluttered, when you've given it a really good clean, it's definitely easier to just tidy it up when it does get messy. And I tend to just let my little boy have toys around the house. I'm not someone who's like, you can only play with your toys in the playroom or in your bedroom. I'm quite happy for him to have toys around the place. It's nice that he can be out and hang out and be around the family with his toys. It's totally fine by me, but it does definitely mean that the house gets messy, and he's definitely a little boy who's, I don't know, he loves to get everything out and throw everything around and just have a great time. So definitely means that there is more cleaning up. And as you can see, he also loves to drop food everywhere. There we go. I would have vacuumed, but I think, I'm trying to remember now, probably my vacuum was either out of battery or the little kids were having a nap and I didn't want to wake them up. So we just went to the brush, and honestly, I feel like sometimes you get even a better clean with the brush. But if you guys have dark carpet, you will understand this battle. We got dark carpet thinking like, oh great, you won't see stains. And no, you don't see stains, but you do see every other little tiny crumb that is dropped. Oh, here we go. I've got the vacuum. Yay. Yeah, it must have been charging, or maybe I just needed to do like a pre-vacuum cleanup. I love my stick vacuum. I don't know if you guys have one, but it's just so easy. But at the same time, I really kind of want to get a plug-in, big, serious, industrial monster, because I feel like I need it in my house. I feel like sometimes my little stick vac just doesn't quite have the power required to clean the house of 3 children and myself and 2 cats. So yeah, so if you guys have got a vacuum cleaner that you love that you can recommend, please let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about getting, I think there's a vacuum cleaner called Henry, the one with the face, and there's like a girl version. I don't know, I'm thinking about getting one of them, but they're fairly pricey, so have to wait till there's some money in the bank account. I feel like the entranceway is another part of the house that very quickly, pretty much every day, needs a little tidy. And again, I find it so important just to try to keep this little bit tidy. You know, I suppose there's the feng shui idea with the energy flow from the home and keeping that entranceway really nice and clear. It is a little bit cluttered because we do have all our shoes there. We live on a piece of land that gets very muddy and dirty, and so we don't wear our shoes in the house, so they tend to all collect at the front door, which of course is the practical place to have them. But yeah, it does make the entrance a little bit cluttered. And I have thought about having a cabinet. I think I tried to find one at one point for the shoes so you couldn't see them, but then at the same time it's just makes it so much easier to have them and grab them, and also it stops them getting moldy and gross if you put them in a cupboard. So I did run out of liquid here, so I had to go and refill my little swisher. But yeah, I managed to get that little bit of floor clean as well. And there was a sticker. There's always a sticker on the floor somewhere. But I hope that you guys are enjoying your cleaning session, if that's what you're doing, or maybe you're putting your feet up and just enjoying a nice cup of coffee or a glass of wine. That's totally fine too. Or possibly you're trying to find some motivation to get your house clean. Let me tell you that it is a really good workout. You can do it, you can get it done, and you will feel so good once you have cleaned. I promise you will. But at the same time, if you're really exhausted and it's just the last thing you want to do and your body is telling you to rest, then please rest. It's so important that we look after ourselves, and we are human beings. We're not robots. And I think so often us women and mums really neglect ourselves. And I think that we as humans are so much more important than our home, our house. I know it's important to keep it tidy and clean. It makes me feel good, but you know, you have to rest as well. And on that same note, I think that it's so easy for us to get sidetracked by trying to have a perfectly clean home instead of getting out into nature and doing other things. So I want you guys to remember that and not get too obsessive. And plus, if you think about it this way, if you're not in your home, it's not going to get messy. So yeah, another good reason to get outside. And I had this thought recently. I really wanted to buy one of those. So I've got one of the vacuums. Oh, come on, brain, work. One of the carpet shampoo vacuums that, shampoos, cleans the carpet. And I wanted to get one of the little like smaller ones for couches and the car and that sort of thing. But honestly, it was a little bit of money to get it, and I just didn't want to spend the money. And I thought, you know what, like, as great as it would be to have like a really nice clean couch, there's other things that I want more than that. Like, I really want to get a kayak because we live near the water, near a perfect spot for kayaking, and the two were pretty much the same price, but I just couldn't bring myself to buy the kayak. So why should I buy the like it's more important to go out and make those family memories than to have a perfectly clean couch. I feel that way anyway. Maybe you don't, maybe you think the other is more important, but I just always think it's important to keep everything in perspective and don't lose sight of what is really important, because your kids, all they really want is you, you know, like they would much rather have time with you than have a clean house. So just remember that as well. And why am I cleaning my carpet? Well, you guys will find out in just a sec why I'm cleaning my carpet again. So we're actually onto the afternoon or a different day. No, I think we're on the next day. It's the next day. Yeah, so it's the next day. And our mystery box is here and we are just about to open it. And you guys, I'll tell you what, I am just so excited to have gotten this. And the kids were really excited to open the box. It's like one of the best parts about getting a present is actually just the anticipation of opening it, not necessarily, I think, once you've got it. And I've got my little baby there. Her name is Harriet, and she is now, I think she's about 4.5 months old. She's 5 months old now. It's taken me a little while to get this video out with all the sickness. So here it is, and I'll tell you guys what it is. It is, well, I'll wait till we get it out, but you might be starting to get an idea of what it is now. So it is a soft play tatami rug that we got, and it is so beautiful and soft. I've wanted this for such a long time. My little boys love to roughhouse and they love the play couch, but they're always kind of, I don't know, falling off it and jumping off it and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, we really need a soft touch tatami mat. I did another video where I was talking about, so we had these other two mats, these like shag pile mats, and I really wanted to get this tatami rug, but at the time I just could not afford it, and I was just saying the importance of looking after what you have, and lo and behold, I looked after what I had and I managed to get the money to get the rug that I wanted. So there you go. So everything comes full circle. So I got rid of the other rugs and we've got this one. There was a little bit of a hiccup, not on the supplier's end but on our end, so I ordered the light grey one. Apparently everybody else in the house wanted the dark grey instead, so I had to return the light grey and get the dark grey. I have to say I still would have preferred to have the light grey mat, but everyone else was happy with this. We were a little bit disappointed with the colour. There was a bit of a blue sort of tinge to it. We would have rather it been a bit darker and kind of match the carpet, but honestly we have now gotten used to it. I don't even think about it. And here we go, you guys, this is Harriet, and I'm so sorry. There's so much footage of her right now, so if babies are not your thing, feel free to kind of fast forward a bit. But I so often don't take footage like for YouTube of my kids because I just love them so much, and it's so hard for me to actually edit and cut things out. It's like, I don't know, it hurts my heart. It's almost impossible. So again, I'm so sorry. If you love babies, enjoy. If you are not a baby person or you just really are here purely for the homemaking, cleaning aspect, feel free to like jump forward. Just go for it. It's a fair bit, but she is just so adorable. She's got these beautiful big blue eyes. We're all like brown-eyed people, so it's cool to have a little blue-eyed person as well. Come join us. Her eyes might still change color, but I don't think they will now. But she is a happy, just calm little soul. She loves watching her big brothers. She loves people, and it's just such a joy and such a pleasure to watch her grow up. she's just started teething. Well, she hasn't just started teething. She's been teething for a while now. Just got two big chompers down the bottom, so that's been a bit of an experience. And here we go. The boys are, of course, playing with the box. So we got this rug from a company called Little Nation, and I just love them. They're Australian, I believe. At least they're based here in Australia, but I know that they've got, I think, an Amazon store. So if you are in the US, I think you can get their products on Amazon, or they might ship to the US. I'm not totally sure. I believe they do, but either way, I'll put a link somewhere about this below. But we've got a couple of things from them. I've got a Christmas present, which I can't say what it is, but I did get a Christmas present for Ren from them, and we got our play couch from them as well. And I find that the products are just such good quality, and they tend to be a much more affordable price than some of the other brands out there. And their customer service is also excellent. I had to obviously return something because of my own mistake, so they were really, really good about that, which is definitely what you want, because so often when you order online, I don't know, mine's changed, things aren't exactly as anticipated, so it's good to have that option. And again, I'm so sorry you guys, there's heaps of footage of my kids. If you don't want to watch it, feel free to jump forward, but it's so nice to see Johnny and Ren, Johnny's my 11-year-old boy, playing together, and I love to kind of get them these like soft things to play on, because you know they've got such a big age difference, 2 and 11. It's really hard to find things that they can do together, but with like the play couch and this rug, they can kind of at least roughhouse together. And I am making a cake for Ren's birthday, so I did not have a lot of energy and just had to get a cake done for him fairly quickly. I'm pretty realistic. 2-year-olds don't really care what their cake looks like. They're just happy. They just want to get in and eat it. So I'm making him a gluten-free chocolate cake. It is from a packet, but I was going to do like a cool little 2 decorations on the top with some M&Ms, because he loves M&Ms and he loves chocolate and he loves cake. So perfect. I am going to be making for you guys, there's some cupcakes that I've made from scratch if you're interested in things that I've been making from scratch, which is going to be coming up I think in the next video or the one after that. And I'm also soon going to be making this really delicious Japanese style vanilla cake. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so moist and just the best thing ever. So I can't wait to show you guys that. But as I said, right now we're making this little just easy quick cake for baby Ren. It's really lovely. It was his first kind of cake that he actually remembered. Well, didn't remember, but was like aware of, like, oh, I've got a cake that I can eat. So that was pretty special. And just doing the 2 with some M&Ms.
Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a life affair.
I so often see like other mums that do these like really awesome cakes, and I've got some friends that do amazing cakes. I can't say that I've ever done a cake that's like looked amazing, but I will say that my cakes do taste amazing. But I am working on the look of them. I even bought a little icing kit that I used on some cupcakes, so it's just like, for me, it's just a time and energy thing at the moment. And you know, they're boys, they don't care. They just want to eat. So there we go. And I kind of like, I don't know, I like desserts that look a little bit messy. It's just, I don't know. I just think a messy dessert is how it should look. And the best part of making a cake. I did not let the kids lick the batter. It was just me. And it was just the frosting, not the batter. When I was a kid, you know, we used to always lick the actual cake batter, and these days you can't because of the raw egg, but I guess that's how it is. And here we go. So we're singing happy birthday to Ren. He was so just intrigued by the whole process. And what I was we were like unsure of what he was going to do with the candles, because he's never, you know, like been around someone's birthday or anything like that. But you can see he's just really enjoying the attention. He's pulling funny faces at me. But we were really shocked because he actually went and blew out the candles. I have no idea how he knew what to do here, but he just did. He just went for it and blew them out, which was just so cool. And it's so lovely to see his big brother Johnny there getting excited about it as well. It's lovely that he gets to kind of watch Ren grow up and be part of his world and his existence and his memories. It's so sweet. And I'm stealing a little kiss there. And Harry's there as well, little Harriet. So that was just a really beautiful moment that we got to share. And I'm really glad that my perfection of trying to do a perfect cake didn't take over and ended up just not doing it. I actually just got in there and did something quick and simple that everyone loved. And the memories are really what matters. It's not about making the perfect cake or making things, always perfect. It's just about making those memories and trying our best and doing our best. And there's Harriet again. Gosh, she's so sweet. She did not get any cake, obviously, but everyone else loved the cake. Ren, he loved it. He ate. The cake went really quick. I think it only lasted like a day and a half, if that. Yeah, I think it was gone like the next day. So, 2 thumbs up. And you know, people kind of, I think you're a bit unsure about gluten-free, but I find that the gluten-free cakes just don't really taste the difference. It just tastes exactly the same to me as normal cake. So here are before and afters, yay! So before and after, oh gosh, the table, what a huge difference. And the living room, oh gosh, when you look at the before, you don't realize how bad it is until you actually like take a look on camera. And after, oh, look at that. So satisfying, so fresh, so tidy, so clean. And our front little shoe rack, I don't notice a huge difference. I think I might have taken that after, like, before I totally finished. But here's the kitchen, and after, oh, lovely shiny floor. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but it is what it is. But thank you guys so much for joining us. I really appreciate you watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it gave you some motivation, inspiration, whatever you need in the moment. Remember that life is short, life is now. And if you like this video, you will love this